want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's stuff.
Hey, Hog Twins here. Check out our friend Matthew Spirit at his podcast at The Dumb Show and his website, don'tunfriendme.com. Yeah.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
What is going on? Happy Red Friday to everybody. It is Red Friday. Olivia's wearing a grunt-style Red Friday shirt. What the hell's up with that?
I do not have a Dumb Show Red Friday shirt.
Well, maybe we should order a Dumb Show Red Friday shirt, and then that would no longer be a problem.
I have a We the Parents, but
that's not a Red Friday shirt. We got to get you a
still red.
It is red. We need to get you a Red Friday shirt for sure. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Happy Friday night. We are fresh from where? Now, we got to walk through this. Where did we just come from?
Ethan's baseball game.
And what was the score?
16 to 12?
9.
9? No, they scored more in the inning. Oh, look, hang on.
It doesn't matter. They got their ass kicked. I mean, we put in a couple rookie pitchers, and so what was the score?
I'm looking.
All right. So we're working on that. Now here's the cool thing. Do we have it?
I'm still looking. Hang on.
Okay. All right. Take your time. Welcome, everybody. Good to have everybody here. We'll go through the chat group here in a second. Olivia, any day now. What's the score?
I don't know.
Just make it up. Who gives a shit?
I think it was 16
to 9.
16,
Great. 16 to 9 is great. Sounds like a good
12.
score. 16 to 9 is a good score. So if you know, why don't you just tell us what was the damn score?
16 to 12.
Great.
I
16.
just found it.
Okay, great. 16 to 12 was the score. Now, at the last 8 at bats for Ethan, how many hits has he had? Now, hits that also includes outs, right? So how many times did he hit the ball at the last 8 at bats?
7?
7 out of 8. That's correct. How many RBIs has he had?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
4 RBIs. He had a pop fly hit to him on second base. He's just been playing great. And an amazing base running. I mean, he was on first base, pop fly came to second base, and he stopped in the middle and watched the ball and was waiting to run back to first, and the guy dropped it, boom, ran to second. I mean, it was just he's really starting to understand the game. It was fantastic. It was fun tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun tonight. It's getting loud. The opposing coach, such a douchebag. You want to tell everybody what happened?
Yeah, so he weighs about 350 to 400 pounds.
Easily.
He can barely walk.
Very much.
So him trying to get out to the field, it took forever.
His cankles are literally the size of my thighs.
Yeah, and he sat the entire game.
Entire game.
Didn't get up.
He had an extra large pizza, 4 hot dogs, a Baby Ruth, and a gallon of ice cream, and a Diet Coke while he was there. I watched the whole thing. It's completely true.
But he was an asshole. He yelled at his players. There was no, hey, good job, nice try. It was, get it next time. Throw the ball harder, catch it. I mean, he was awful. I mean, I almost went over there and said something to the point where we started rooting for the Nationals last night.
Yeah, and trying to help the kids.
Feeling dejected.
That's right. They were. I mean, and when he, the crazy thing is that there was a missed call by the umpire, and instead of kicking dirt on the umpire, he kicked it on the first baseman because he couldn't get out there. So he just started kicking it on his first baseman, sitting there in a pool of his tears in Indian style, and he's kicking dirt on him, and the kid's just crying. And every time tears come down, another dirt trail. It was horrible. It looked like basically I-70 and I-25 meet the intersection in Colorado. It was horrible. Do you remember that part?
No, I don't.
Well, it should have been. That's exactly that's much of a jerk this guy was.
He was a jerk, and they shut him out 14-0.
And this guy, I mean, it was like 9 innings without a run.
It was just shut out. They had no runs tonight or last night, and it was a shutout baseball game, and they only had a couple kids get on base because of walks. Tonight, it was a different coach.
Yeah.
The Fatty sat down the entire time, and he barely
Fatty
said anything.
And now he didn't say anything because he did squeak out a couple things, and what I recognize is that he was hoarse. So what did Fatty try to do last night?
I think.
Who did he try to compete with?
You.
Yeah, he thought he could yell louder than me. Well, I guess Fatty learned that you couldn't because he was hoarse as shit this morning, and I wasn't. I was like, I'm ready to go. I do this for a living, yo. Yeah. So he was hoarse. I out-yelled him yesterday, and they didn't even try today. And I kept going. I'm all 5 innings. I wouldn't stop.
Well, they had a new one of the other coaches was the head coach, and he was great. He was a lot like our coach. He was great. He was encouraging.
Yeah, good.
And
good
they
dude.
almost beat us. So I mean, it's amazing.
Well, I don't think they almost beat us. Here's the thing.
Close.
The great thing about Coach K, our coach, is he's smart. He understands. So he basically, when we were ahead by 11 runs, he's like, all right, I'm going to put in my pitchers who need to learn a little bit, and they gave it up. But he had an ace in the back of his pocket. He was going to be fine. So either way, he knew he's a great coach. He's extremely solid. And it's amazing, that whole team. I'm in love with the kids, man. They're awesome. They're just doing great. I love it when kids bounce up and down my legs. And I used to be a lifeguard, and they would rub their hands up and down my blonde leg hair in the pool, and they were roaches. And I love kids jumping up and down on my lap. You shit me, Olivia.
No, it's not
I got hairy legs that turn turn. Blonde.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. That's right.
The kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
Sure.
So it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Seems normal.
They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
Right. Whatever, Joe.
I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I bet you do, you sick bastard. Isaac Smith's in the house tonight. Isaac, welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. It's good to have you here, Santa Claus. Wonderful to have him here. Watching in Louisiana. Dale from Louisiana. Carrie's here. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. Welcome. Bobby Richardson. Good evening, all from Oregon. Bobby's not new. Is Bobby Richardson new?
I don't know.
Oregon State Ducks fan. You think I would know that? I'm a big sports guy, so when I see I would have recognized that. Unless you change your avatar and you're getting tricky trees on me. Christine's here. Christine Klug. She says TGIF. Tadpole guts in fuego. Is that what it is?
No.
What's TGIF?
Thank God it's Friday.
Oh. Hello, dummies. Happy Red Friday. Oh, happy Red Friday, Liv.
It's Red Friday. RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday.
Correct.
As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Right. Red Friday. Whoa, Liv, turn it off.
Oh, I have turned off
Yeah,
afterwards.
you got to hit it. Come on.
I did not.
Get the button.
You didn't tell me.
Kat says, hi, dumbs. Hey, Kat. Amber, hello from V Beach. Va Beach. Amber, you're in Va Beach? What the hell are you doing in... What? Amber, I didn't know you're from Virginia Beach. You're close. Maybe we should go down to Virginia Beach this weekend. Nah, we can't. Too much baseball. But we should go soon and go swimming. Michelle, welcome. Ramon, welcome. Happy Red Friday, dummies, Janet says. Here we go again. Sandra Casey is in the house. Carrie Bailey.
It's Red Friday. RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed.
Ashley,
A movement
hello.
designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by
Vicky,
wearing
good
a
evening.
red shirt
Happy Red
every
Friday.
Friday. As simple as that may be,
Nancy, welcome.
Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country.
Chevelle, welcome.
Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red
And
Friday to
welcome
get
from
your red
Ohio.
on.
Amber says she had on red tights today. That doesn't. You got to turn it off after it's done. You
You're gonna
have
have
the
to remind me.
headphones.
You're going to have to remind me.
Happy Friday. Ooh, but not Red Friday. Doesn't quite qualify. We were going to play it again. Yo, dummies, what's up? Trump trash CNN. Yeah, I did that show tonight. Cheryl, welcome. Kristen, welcome. Debbie, hello, everyone from Illinois. Yeah. Terry's on. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Not Red Friday, though, Terry. Happy Friday. Christine says, liberal heads are exploiting. Well, they're exploding, too. Hi, all been a boom of a day here in Louisiana. What happened, Melanie? Let us know. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Is it Mother's Day weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Hey, Matt, Chicago, Illinois there. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Liv, are we doing what we were always doing during Mother's Day?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, nothing. Did they have fun and learn something? If so, great job. They sure did. Hello, all. Amy liked and shared. Thank you. Santana's in the house. Good evening, Matt and Olivia. Hello, Santana. That's good considering it's Ethan's first year of baseball. Yeah, he's going to be a player. By the way, tonight for dinner, just thought I'd let everybody know, Olivia Spear came to play. God, she's smoking. I mean, seriously. She came to play. She cooked a frickin' chicken pot pie. And let me tell you, Stouffer's ain't got shit on that chicken pot pie. Who gave you the recipe, Olivia? There was 2 recipes. Which one did you pick?
Recipes. It was the one that Amber. I think it was Amber. I think it was Amber. I gotta look. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you. I'm sure you were going to steal credit like you always do, and just like
Amy.
Stamcombe?
Yes.
Oh, one of our top moderators,
I know.
and you stole it from her. You're just like,
I didn't steal it. She sent it to me.
I'm going to steal it from her. Hey, Hayden, come on in real quick. Hold on a second.
Elephants. They're like elephants. The plants.
Oh,
They're literal elephants.
plants look like elephants. Hey, why doesn't your friend spend the night here?
Oh, because she has a soccer game in the morning.
Well, we have a 9 a.m., so that's probably not a good
they
idea.
Switched the baseball game to 9 a.m.
Let's switch it tomorrow. We can figure it out, okay? Out.
Okay.
Love you. Bye. Anyway,
Love
chicken
you.
pot pie. Olivia finally got my chicken pot pie,
I did.
which is good. Hey, Beth.
I
good.
cooked it with bare feet.
You should. New to your show. You are very informative. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it. Maybe not tonight. We're goofing off and having a good time. Appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Carl says, that's disgusting. What's disgusting? Oh, bouncing up on legs up and down. Yeah, well, that's Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Michelle says, while he was coaching, no, I'm just teasing. Half the shit I said about that coach is untrue. You're going to have to figure out what part. He didn't eat anything. That's not true. He didn't kick dirt on the kids. He's just a jerk. He's just yelling at them.
Total jerk.
Come on, let's get those bets going. What's wrong with you? Come on, pull your heads out. Wake up. Come on now, let's get 2. And I'm just like, hey, guy that never could have possibly been in the Marine Corps, can you stop and just calm down? By the way, folks, my name is Matthew Sparrow. I'm the host of Don't Unfriend Me. Thank you for watching the show. It's good to have you here tonight. You can't call in on the old number because we're not doing that anymore. However, I am putting this in chat as we speak. You can just click this link on your phone. Doesn't matter whether you're in YouTube or Twitter or whatever. Just click that and you'll be immediately connected. Now, we have video and audio. You can choose to turn your camera off and just call in. It really works smooth. And we've tried everything else. This is the most consistent thing. So if you want to call in, call in. Let's see. We got a bunch of other people here. So everybody else is here. Good to see you. Olivia, you have the best hair.
I already said thank you.
Oh, well, excuse me. Next time I'll read more effectively. Pot pie, Lee Houston says. American pie. No,
It was damn good, too.
God, it was so good. Even like the whole family, like even the kids. By the way, folks, behind you, Olivia is going to move over. See this, folks? This is a hanging PFC, Percival Flag Company flag. You can go to pfcflags.com, made especially for Olivia. It's brand new. It's on the website. They're gorgeous. Go on over there. Pick yourself up a flag. They did my big one. Well, he made one for Olivia, too. So, and because of genetics, mine's a little bit thicker and longer. But
I don't have one, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, in today's day and age, nobody can tell you can't be a man, Olivia, if you want to be. Amy says, I sent a Pillsbury recipe. Well, I will tell you this, Amy Stamcombe, that recipe was the shiznit. I mean, it had the perfect amount of flake. It was a little bit burnt on top. I mean, not burnt, but just brown. Ugh, so good. It was, the liquidity was spot on, because you don't want a runny chicken pot pie, but you don't want a dry chicken pot pie. You want just the right amount of liquidity. And it had it. It's one of my favorite. I love that word, liquidity. It had it was very moist. No? Okay. Let's see what else. I need the recipe, Olivia Spear. Get Amy Stamcombe. She can do it. Olivia, your pie crust looks great. Cheryl, please. We're on live. We don't need to be using innuendos.
It was Pillsbury
hey, Olivia,
pie crust.
I want to take a giant bite out of your pie crust later.
We're going to be too tired.
I'm not. Speak for yourself. Our football playoffs are at 8 a.m. means leave at 7. Ouch. People at the border are rising up and pushing back on the invaders. Good. Great Red Friday. Oh boy, here we go. Great Red Friday. Great Red Friday. Ramon says, ask
It's
the
Red
why.
Friday.
Yes, we've got to ask
RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed.
Yes, we've got to ask the why. We'll play that in the background.
Deployed U.S. troops
Amber?
by
Hey, you never
wearing
did my
a red
welcome
shirt
video.
every Friday.
Oh, I have. We'll get
As
there.
simple
New
as that
flag,
may be,
Percival Flag
Red
Company. Yes, it is,
Friday a
Vicky.
great way to back those who serve
Good
our
Red
country.
Friday from Arkansas.
Go to dumbshow.com.
What is the topic tonight? I'm
and
gonna
search
cover that
for
in
Red
just a
Friday
second.
to get your red on.
Moist. Around what parts? Olivia, when it stops, you've got, I will create. I'll create the thing. I'll create I will create the thing. You couldn't turn off anything if you tried. Matt, Olivia, that's one of my fiance's uses. Delicious. No, the moist world. Ugh. Moist. Greece is the origin of chicken pot pie. And I hate the word being a nurse. I'm sure you understand. I've been on Twitter for 2 days. I've already got 400 followers. There we go. All right, folks. Nancy says, the Don't Unfriend Me show, my mom is in heaven. The smell of her home cooking is instilled in my mind. I will just be honest, this was an amazing pot pie. We had a beautiful salad with it. So good. I'm hungry. Like, I'm ready to kick everybody off the damn show and just go eat. It's like, fuck all y'all.
Cheering for baseball works up an appetite.
Oh, I'm starving, man. Just being that effective at keeping those kids motivated. They're starting to be little prima donnas. Now they're looking at me and they're like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, what the They're like, come on, Mr. Spear, motivate us. I'm like, all right. So he walked by. I'm like, hey, Will, go get a hit. And he goes up. He's like, yeah, I know. It's like, well, screw you. Can I get your autograph later? Jeez, you little.
That's what we should do. Get all their autographs.
They're getting big heads. They need a loss to bring them back down to earth. I'm hoping for just a quick loss right before the playoffs, just to bring them back down to earth, and then they can go in and sweep. All right, so let's get to this. I love the new flag too. It's beautiful. It's hanging. It's just clean. It's great. And honestly, it's very well done. So stop on by. Go get a new flag if you wouldn't mind.
I realized we need something right here too.
Yeah, well, maybe we can get a little Don't Unfriend Me something or something. Maybe you can put a picture up there of the family, or I don't know, whatever. Folks, here it is. It's what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about Kamala Harris. Is she the next president of the United States? Holy shit, we got a boo in there or something?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Do we have a Kamala thing? Like a Joe? Let's get a Kamala thing. Joe.
I love Venn diagrams.
Oh, she does.
I really do. I love Venn diagrams. It's just something about those three circles and the analysis about where there is the intersection, right? Yeah, I see people, you agree with me, right?
Oh, my God. Is Kamala Harris the next president of the United States? Listen, folks, we're going to talk about it tonight. New Twitter CEO is good or bad? Now, everybody's flipping out. She's like, oh, my God, she has it on her resume that she was in the World Economic Forum. Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's a horrible person. We'll talk about it tonight. I trust.
Too bad you didn't apply for that job.
That would have been fun.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been a kick. I just worked there.
We would have had to move back to California, though.
I don't give a shit. I would have worked there one day and retired. I mean, just 1 day of salary, it would set us up for life. That's got to at least be $1.5 million a day. Occupy Democrats creator melts down. This guy basically looks. Everyone remember Mike from Breaking Bad? Yeah, he looks like Mike basically after 3 or 4 prednisone shots and eating at McDonald's for the last 25 years. This guy's a royal douchebag. And open call-ins, folks. Livia is going to go ahead and keep you up to date with the call-in URL to make sure you all have it. I will link it in my chat. And listen, we'll talk about the new CEO. If you want to call in, click the link. Real simple. You can come on video or you can come on phone call. I think everyone needs to relax about this new Twitter CEO. She follows some of like the most conservative people. She seems very balanced. And just because you work in the World Economic Forum hosts and has tens of thousands of employees. Okay. It's not like Elon's not going to be running innovation. He's not going to let this thing go left. He's not a lefty. He's a moderate. She seems fairly moderate. I'm not too concerned about it. I watched it very, very close. And I'm really not too horribly concerned. Yes, I saw the World Economic Forum and I was like, oh my God. But here's the thing. With CEOs, it's going to be hard to find a CEO which is completely clean driven. But I think it's going to be fine. We'll talk about it. We can all talk about it together. Okay. All right. So let's go into first video. Because I always love videos and they always bring the famdamily together. Olivia Spear, folks. Fuck, I forgot.
You said the first video, so there you go.
I forgot. 22 emails. Why do I have 22 emails? Did my Pornhub account blow up? Oh, it's all those times I push find my iPhone.
Yep.
There's like 70,000.
Oh, so we got to tell this story.
Well, hold on. You didn't. Hold on. Oh, yeah. We got to tell this story. Hold on.
So,
hold on. Time out, everybody. Time out. Okay. I had a blonde moment. Fuck, my glasses are still on my top of my forehead too. Oh boy. Go ahead, Liv. Tell the story.
So we get back and it's like 15 minutes till 9. We're quickly trying to hang the flag. And we had set up, because my camera is his iPhone. And we'd set it up so we could see the background and hang the flag. And then all of a sudden he's like, where's my phone? And both of us are like, oh my gosh,
flipping
where
the
is
fuck
it?
out. We're completely
and he's
flipping
like,
out.
I left it at the game. And I said, no, you didn't. You had it in the car.
And first of all, can you tell how many times I've lost anything on my personal property? Wallet,
Very rarely.
Bullshit. Never. Why do you do this? Why do you try to make yourself look better? I have never lost my keys. I have never lost my wallet. I have never lost my phone. Why do you make up stories?
It's because I always find it.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're lying right now. Y'all, you're lying. You put your shit in the fridge. You fucking put it in the freezer. You threw away your keys. You threw away your wallet. I had to order everything over. Whatever.
When
You're
I
so
was
full.
pregnant.
You're so full of crap. Whatever. I'm not. Why do you have to make me mediocre?
Yeah.
You've got all this going on for you, who literally are going to rip apart because of the phone, and then you make up stories.
I got all this.
Whatever. Just tell your stupid story.
Well, we both did it. It was right in front of us.
Yeah, I know, but you're sitting here trying to make it. I'm asking you how many times did you lie? You're like Hayden. I'm like, hey, Hayden, how many times have I kissed you ever? And she's like, I don't know, 5,000. I'm like, you're so full of shit. I haven't kissed you since you're 3 years old. I respect you. I give you a little peck on the head or the cheek or something. You're just like her. Anyway, family quabbles. Go ahead. Tell them what happened.
Well, it was both of us. And it's sitting right here where we put it. And we're sitting there searching the car. And he's doing Find My Eye. I'm calling it. And
75 times I clicked find.
And we're running out to the car, and I'm looking.
And we can't. I'm like, go to the garage. Go to the garage.
Ethan's looking.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it was funny.
So as we're going back, and then Ethan comes in, and he's got yogurt in his mouth. He's like, "What's going on?" We're like, "Go find the phone," and we're like scrambling to find this phone. And then all of a sudden, I hit it, and for some reason, the vibration feature works or some crap.
I don't know.
And I'm like, shh, shh, shh. And she's like, I think shh. And then it's like, bloop, 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 bloop. And it starts getting louder and louder. And then finally you hear the bling, 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 bling. And hey, Olivia and I do this. Both of our eyes just go right on the phone. And then we look at each other and we're like, we wanted to blame each other. Like what we were looking for who was at fault. And we're like, who could, she's like, and I'm like, we're both idiots. And you put the phone in, so I'm thinking you're a little bit more of an idiot than I am. Just a little bit. People are like, chill. This is how we're not upset.
This is called foreplay.
This is foreplay. We're not upset at all. We do this all the time. This is easy. All right. So anyway, that was the story of how we lost the phone, but didn't lose the phone. But we just basically need to get a camera for you because I have a feeling you're going to be on constantly. So we might as well just upgrade it and get you a new camera. But you look very good. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're very well lit. You're illuminated.
All my Rumble people, let's start chatting.
Come on, Rumble people, get it together. By the way, Rumble is our single biggest growing channel We have more viewers on Rumble every night than we do Facebook, which is so freaking awesome. We're at 888. If you haven't followed us, please stop by Rumble. Go on over there. Olivia, mind pushing the Facebook thing? Whatever. If I didn't have to tell you to do it, why can't you just push the button when I say it? Go on over to Rumble if you would not mind.
I don't have a Rumble button.
You have a Facebook button. Push the Facebook button. At The Dumb Show, you can find us across all social media. You can find us over there on Rumble too. Stop by rumble.com. and sign up. Trust me when I say this, there are plenty of great conservative shows on Rumble, and we're over there too, and you can follow us. All right, here we go. Did I say pussy the button?
Yes.
Okay. I know what's on.
Like,
I know what's on my mind. You know what? We had a dry spell this morning. We didn't get our morning in. So we're
and we're not getting it in tomorrow either.
Well, that's why I'm saying when you say we're too tired tonight, I really don't appreciate that. I don't like that quitter attitude. Folks, we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Angel says you both look very good. You are the perfect couple. I agree.
Thanks.
I think that's fair. I'll take that title. All right. Let me switch my camera here. And let's get into the first video. What are we going to do? Let's do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what? Let's get to this douche plow from Occupy Democrats. Does everyone know what Occupy Democrats is?
No.
Is there anybody who doesn't know what Occupy Democrats?
Remind me, I had a question from a few minutes ago, but I'll ask it later.
No, ask it now. Go ahead.
What is OnlyFans? Everyone mentions OnlyFans, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, so OnlyFans, there's multiple things. OnlyFans is like a Reddit, but it's got a section that's full of porn where you can go on and you can make up your take pictures of yourself and put it on there, and it's privatized porn for people. Now, that's not all it does. You can buy plenty of stuff on there. You can buy product on there. You can buy artsy type stuff. You can hire people through it. OnlyFans has a bunch of stuff. In fact, OnlyFans was going to try to move away from porn, and literally it tanked. Like, they got so much hate mail, but that's what it is. So when someone says, hey, do you have an OnlyFans account? That's what they're saying. Okay, good. All right. It's all those charges. They're not anything bad. But see, what's funny is that you can make a charge on OnlyFans and buy something straight up. So for instance, for Valor, the company we used to work for, we would hire people to do art segments and video segments and buy templates and stuff to use for the show. And it would come up as that. So that was a funny conversation. All right. So here we go. Occupy Democrats. So quite a while ago, there was an initiative, and I want to say it was like 2014. Olivia, look it up. Occupy Democrats, but it was Occupy Wall Street. And Occupy Wall Street, there was a bunch of idiots that went through and basically did sit-ins on Wall Street and had no leadership, 2012. Okay, so 13, 14, I was close. So they all went and essentially brought thousands of people. They left waste and refuse everywhere. They got nothing accomplished because they didn't have any demands. There were no leaders. And it was just basically a big shit show. Well, of course, there was a guy who said, hey, I'm going to create, look it up, please, for the founder of Occupy Wall Street. And so we can get his name. And there's a bio about him. I just don't remember his name because he's a douchebag. But anyway, he's on Twitter all the time.
Kale Lasn?
No. That's not him. But we're going to.
That says what the original protest was.
No. Occupy Democrats is the site that we're looking at. Yeah.
Democrats. You said Occupy Wall Street. So.
Right. I know that, but we started off with Occupy Democrats, and I was giving you the etymology of the word. Follow along. So Occupy Democrats was created in spirit of this. It's got a yellow thing and it says "O," and then they're all everyone's got their fists up in the air and it's black silhouette. You've seen the site, and all of their shit is so left. There's absolutely no consistency except for the fact that they hate conservatives and they will take the worst spins on anything. And those make shit up. They don't care. They don't get fact check. They are horrible, rancid. The whole entire site sucks. In fact, they've trolled me many times and they always lose.
Rafael and Omar Rivero?
No.
That's what it says.
Okay, so that's not him. Either way, this is the guy who works with Occupy Democrats, and it doesn't matter. We're going to play the video, and then we can figure out who the hell he is, because I don't remember his douchebag name. Here it is. Just listen to this guy. Just listen to the crybaby, whiner baby, because somebody has a different opinion, and Trump gets on CNN. Here it is. And then I'll show you the second one, the reaction video.
we're in a break now from the presidential town hall with CNN, Caitlin Collins, and whatever the fuck they thought they were going.
Oh, I want to warn you, there's language here. This guy, I mean, he makes me look like Mickey Mouse. So if you are offended by language, I would ask that you turn it down, because he's about ready to give you every single word in the dictionary when it comes to cursing.
To get out of this, they instead have set a match to democracy once again. You are letting an insane person stand there and make people giggle and laugh when he jokes about rape. You make people giggle and laugh when he jokes about abortion, when he calls an African-American police officer a thug. This insanity should be pulled off the fucking air. Chris Licht, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is astoundingly bad for the brand of CNN. It's astoundingly bad for the country. And it's astoundingly bad, honestly, folks, for every other Republican candidate in the primaries. Wrap that shit up. It's done. You saw this tonight. You know you can't beat him on the stage. Everybody else, oars up. Time to go to work, because he's going to be the nominee. This shit is unfucking believable. I've never seen anything like it. It is a disaster of the highest fucking degree.
Oars up. If it's time to go to work, wouldn't it be oars down, and you would increase the tempo of the rowing? I mean, because what are we going to do? Going to coast into it? Listen, this guy, I swear to God, he looks like Mike from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, on prednisone and 14 years of eating nothing but Big Macs, Chick-fil-A's, extra large fries, some nuggets, and a Diet Coke. This guy annoys me. First of all, if you don't get to say the word astoundingly 4 times and pretend you're an intellectual. If your vernacular and your entire vocabulary is surrounded by 236 words, you're not an intellectual. You're a fucking automaton. Increase your vocabulary. It's the first sign of intellect. And if you don't have that, you probably shouldn't be talking astoundingly. Now he comes back. So he got trolled big time. Everybody hit this guy really, really, really hard. See how I did 3 reallys? I'm just going ahead and lowering my intellect in case he watches this. So this guy is surprisingly bad. He's so surprisingly not unique, and he's so surprisingly inconsistent with his consistency. It's very surprisingly surprising. Here he is. This is today, and this is worse. Ugh. He just looks like a cuck. You know what a cuck is? It's basically some guy, preferably, muscular, large guy, sleeps with your wife while you watch, and then he does his moment, and then you go clean it up. And it's not with a towel. It's with this jail vagina that he has on his face. This guy's a cuck. I promise you. Listen to this.
Hey, folks, I'm in New York for some meetings today, and I've got to...
Okay, notice the fake laugh, and also notice the dandruff all over his freaking collar and all over the front of his lapel. So this guy has no hair, but he still has dandruff, which is interesting, which means it's coming from his beard, which really lines up with the whole thought process of being a cuck to begin with. But anyone that has to force a laugh, first of all, he doesn't find it funny. Some of the things that people were saying on here were absolutely atrocious. Mine was exactly what I said. Hey, doesn't this guy look like Mike from Breaking Bad after a couple months of prednisone and 14 years of eating McDonald's? He didn't like it. He blocked me. So I'm gone. Of course he did. But this is his reaction. And he thought so much, and he wanted to let you know that you didn't get in his head, that he would make an entire video of it, force his laughter, and then try to go ahead and play it off as aloof. It was very surprisingly surprising about the surprisement that he showed in his surprise.
Hey, folks, I'm in New York for some meetings today. And I got to say, I read through some of the comments from the right-wingers about that video I made the night of the CNN town hall. You guys are the biggest fucking bitches. You are such a bunch of weak dick, whiny little shits. I cannot believe how delicate your flowers are. Oh, I must bring my fainting couch. Rick said something mean to me on the internet. God, it's like you're not even worthy opponents sometimes. You're such a bunch of bitches.
Who's the original bitch who left the first video?
Dude.
Just a thought. You know who he looks like?
Who does he look like?
He looks like your brother.
Oh, God, don't tell me that. You're right.
He does.
He kind of argues like my brother, too. Let's be honest.
Oh, my God, I was looking at that one. I was like, oh, I know what he looks like.
So let's be honest. Okay, I just this is the level of intellect that is running one of the largest Blue Anon type groups. Now, we've heard about QAnon, and I'm no fan. And I'm no fan of these people that just make up shit and just create their own news cycle. But Blue Anon is very much like the Occupy Democrat ilk. I'll just show you. And the reason why I want to show you is because this is considered the number one. I mean, it has millions of followers. And the reason why it does is because they post shit in this vacuum chamber that everyone gets to hear. 10 million people follow this shit. 10 million people follow. And this guy...
This is the left version of QAnon.
Yeah. I mean, because not that they're a bunch of conspiracy theorists. They just ultimately make shit up, which isn't true in any way, shape, or form. So this is their site. Everyone's seen it. We've all been trolled by them. So let's give you an example. Here's their first post. Why would I worry about who's crossing the border when these assholes are already here? So I want you to go ahead and consider this when this guy says this. Let's put it in perspective. And we'll just take a couple of these because honestly, I think it'll be fun. I'm going to bring Olivia over here. Let me put me over here. There we go. Right down there. A little happy tree, little happy accident over here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Little camera. Just put a little happy camera right there. Look at that, everybody. Little happy camera. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Olivia on top of me. Yeah. That's
I like
good.
to be on the bottom.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not necessarily true, young lady. I know the truth. I know. There we go. Little happy accident. Okay. Olivia's on top. There we go. There we go. Look at my little happy tree. All right. So now that we've got this, the comment, why would I worry about who's crossing the border when these assholes are already here? Well, I'll give you an example of why. Because even if you were correct that every single person at this rally and in this photograph were assholes, which I think that makes you immediately wrong. And you're passing this off as news, right? This isn't supposed to be parody. It's not supposed to be funny. There's no humor in this. Let me tell you, even at 57,000 strong, that is nothing compared to the 2 million that are going to cross the border when Title 42 disappears. It's not going to address anything about the 11 to 15 million immigrants, illegal immigrants, who are in the United States over the last 25 years. And in total, that's the estimate, anywhere between 11 and 15 million illegals. California owns a shit ton of those, but we're talking in New Mexico, in Arizona, in Virginia, all over all 50 states, there are illegal immigrants in this country. Now, how many of them are good? Well, when we look at the numbers, most of them. In fact, let's just say 98% of the illegal immigrants, even though they all broke the law, that doesn't necessarily mean good. Let's just assume outside of that they're good people. So now let's do the math. And I'm going to even give you 10 million. 10 million. So 2%. So you're talking 200,000 hardened criminals, people who have felonies, people who have drug offenses, people who rape, people who are traffic children. We can talk about all the worst things. And if you took 2% of these 57,000 who you say are all assholes, look at the numbers. Just from that high level look, this is full of shit. Now, is it fact checked? Does anyone see a fact check? No, and either do I. And the reason why is because Facebook doesn't fact check these guys. Here's another one. 217 House Republicans voted to cut Meals on Wheels. Bullshit. What they did was decide not to go ahead and extend and elevate the budget, which is already up 230% over the last 7 years. Once again, frivolous spending. We've got to cut the dollar somewhere. Here's tribal. Now, this is probably one of the most laughable things. We know that Tucker Carlson's going to be going to Twitter. He already has 9 million followers. He already has more followers than the entire Occupy site. So, of course, they're going to trash him because he's a Republican and they have a small peen and they're jealous. So, what are they doing? Because he's going to have probably 25 to 30 million followers on Twitter the first quarter of his show in all. He is going to get every single conservative, all of Trump supporters, everybody is going to follow this guy on Twitter. Even the Democrats, because they want to see what he says. There's this rival company called Tribal.
I've never even heard of it.
Well, it's a piece of shit. Nobody goes there. It's completely laughable. They call themselves a competitor. It's just as bad as Truth Social, and it's not going anywhere. It will not go anywhere. And they're putting this out there. Do you support Tribal's decision to ban Tucker Carlson for life? Yes or no? There should be a third option. I don't give a flying fuck. Because nobody knows what Tribal is, yet they're getting paid by the CEO to go ahead and troll this so they gain notoriety and grow. This is Occupy Democrats. They are a shithole site. Now, what I have learned about these yahoos is that anytime I want to figure out what I'm going to talk about on my show and how I'm going to blow it up, I swing by when I need my daily dose of bullshit, and I go to the Occupy Democrat site just to see what they're saying. And it is a drudgery of this. This is it. Not once. And I swear on my hand to God, on my children and wife, I'll pull a Donald Trump. I have never seen them be right. Ever. Not once. I have been watching this site for 5 or 6 years. And every take that they have is so god-awfully bad, I just stopped posting on their site because it's a waste of time. The ratio of Democrats are like 99-1. If you go on here, it's Piranhaville. You will get banned like that. They will not let you speak. They will not let you say anything, and they have no desire to talk facts. Go try it. Go post one thing that I said tonight that counteracts this, and I promise you, within 5 minutes, you will be called a Nazi, a transphobe, a homophobe, a Trump-tard, and every other name in the book. This is this guy who is a part of this shitbag site, so I thought I would tell you. Oh, Todd Cochran is here. Ooh, God, I love this. Here it is. Todd is holding a baby, a child. When that child grows up, they're going to be able to see these comments. You racist motherfucker. Go fuck yourselves and everyone that supports you. Y'all are, at least you spelled y'all correct. Good for you. Y'all are ignorant. It isn't Mexicans. Hold on. It isn't Mexicans doing mass shirtings in our country. Well, actually, Mexico makes a lot of shirts in our country. They make Honduras also. So Mexicans do a lot of shirtings, mass shirtings, right? Yeah. I have some Mexican shirts that I like to wear in our country. Hold on, I got to get this guy up here. I love this guy. Don't block him. Don't block him. Our country or committing many of the crimes. It is you extremist fuck, and you are creating more with this bullshit. Middle finger, middle finger, middle finger.
Wow. A very good role model for your kid.
Yeah, Todd, you're great. Todd, let me ask you a question. What are you talking about? Help me understand. First of all, where were you on January 6th? I can tell you where I was. I was working. Where were you?
I was at home cleaning.
That's a good woman. That's what you should be doing.
Making a pot pie.
So what is a mass shirting? You're so angry, Todd, you couldn't even spell. I mean, you're enraged. Who are you mad at? It's not me. It's got to be your dad. Let's call in. You should call into the show. We can route this back to your mommy and daddy.
I don't know what platform he's on. So.
Oh, I'm sure it's Facebook. Here's the link. Go ahead and click it, Todd. And Todd, don't be such a Cochran, right? I mean, you could probably just lighten up a little bit. Just take it down just a little bit. And why am I racist again? Help me understand what I said that was racist. Can you walk me through that? I mean, because once again, just like Occupy Democrats, this is what you guys do. You start off with racist, you blend in and weave in just a few comments about being transphobic. Then you'll go ahead and hit us with a xenophobe. And then at the end, you really go for the trifecta and you bleed in maggots. But you spell it very tricky, so it beats the Facebook censors because you guys are such pussies because you're afraid to get suspended. You can't actually say what you mean. So you call us maggots, which is in line with the Third Reich, which is kind of ostentatious and a little bit moronic. And it's also kind of funny that it was the Nazis who called the Jews maggots and vermins, and you guys have aligned with them. Is this what it always happens? Just like when you guys pretend like you care about kids, but you murder babies, that type of thing?
So when he said shirtings, I'm going to assume he meant shooting.
No, there's no way. He meant mass shirtings. He meant clothes coming out of Mexico.
Todd, did you watch the news about the shooting a couple weeks ago in Texas?
Don't tell him this.
He was a Mexican immigrant.
No. That guy was, but then the other guy was a Mexican Nazi, because that's really relatable for sure. That makes sense. So let me get this straight. He is a white nationalist who's Mexican, who kills white people. That makes a lot of sense. I bet you 10 to 1 he was a liberal. Do you know how many liberals have do you understand the amount of mass shootings in the United States? Do you even get it, Todd? Do you have any concept of how many? You guys go around and say there's 200. What's funny is you said there were 326 last month, but now there's 200. And here's the thing. Do you understand that it's actually the liberal cities who have most of the mass shootings? Because what you don't seem to comprehend is that mass shootings are categorized, depending upon the state, between 3 or 4 people injured. Doesn't have to be dead, just injured. Do you know where those all take place? Gang-infested neighborhoods with drive-bys. You guys have like 36 to 60 of them happen every weekend in Chicago. Those are the mass shootings that you're so fun to talk about every single day. But if you want to talk about somebody coming in and shooting people who are in gun-free zones, or shooting people who are in vulnerable positions that are not protected, do you understand over the last 2 years how many liberals have actually done these shootings? Have you even looked at it? Do you care? Have you looked at the color of the people? Because I will tell you, it's an amalgamation of every race, color, and creed. It's not predominantly white, not predominantly black, not Mexican, not anything. It is an amalgamation of fucking people who are insane, you petulant little shit. And for you to try to go ahead and assign it to one group of people is insanity. That is the definition. You are so completely delusional that you think it's based on a political party, when it's so much more than that. The problem with you is that the lowest common denominator of people like you with the lowest IQ want to assign murder, people who shoot children, to a political party. And I think that makes you completely fucking abhorrent. Why don't you call in and argue your points and see if you can? I'm sure you've written something else that's just completely off the charts genius. Todd says, go fuck yourself. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Such a good argument.
God, I don't have to. I've got a gorgeous
Todd,
wife.
were you on the debate team in high school? I'm just curious because you must have won all your matches.
Todd, did you graduate high school? That's the real question. Hi, honey. What can we do for you?
Okay, I'm out.
I fixed it. He's done.
She already said he fixed it. Okay, how could they block you, but you couldn't block Duran X? Well, that's a good one, Amy. I just ate my peanut butter and honey sandwich. Just wondered, because my understanding is there are coming in our speaker nixed the bill to control the numbers. China makes mass shirtings too. They do. China makes mass shirtings. That's right. Don't block him. Folks, why would you block somebody like that? I love guys like this. They're easy. Antoinette says, so hateful. Yeah, right? Feels sorry for his kid. Oh, you know what? I'll be honest with you. He probably loves his child more than anything else in the whole world. And he's probably a great father. He's just an asshole online because nobody can sock him in the mouth. But you know he wouldn't have the balls to say this to me in front of me. I've seen his picture. Trust me, the guy's milquetoast. Seriously, he's a little puffy. Come on. It's all about cardio, bro. You wouldn't last more than 10 seconds. Bless your heart, Todd. Please quit reproducing. I can't find him. So was I, Olivia. Did he leave? I don't see Todd. Well, I'm telling you, folks, I'm reading off his stuff to you. Jared says, however, U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts on Monday put the expiration date on hold and left it in place for now. In the days before that ruling by the court, thousands of migrants crowded the U.S.-Mexican border. Well, I said that. Remember, I told everybody that Biden went ahead and said, well, we got provisions of Title 42, and we're going to put those in place to take care of it. So essentially all he did was just go ahead and do exactly what he said he wasn't going to do by putting Trump's border policy in place, and that's what he did. But I'm the racist. Kristen, hey guys, can we come in or go out? Kristen says, typical lefty script. Evelyn says, oh my God. Ozzy says, good evening. Hi, Ozzy. How are you? Debbie says, Matt, that's what liberals do when they don't have anything productive to say. They call us names or put a word in front of phobia. Yeah, but the guy wouldn't have any guts to do it. That's why he's doing it online. If he had any balls, he would have called in, but he knows he's going to lose this conversation. What he did is he's like, oh, racist, blah, 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 blah. Then he listens to my response and he's like, oh, well, fuck that. I'm not calling that guy. I would get beaten 12 ways to Sunday. Debbie says, yep, he definitely stepped up to show your point, Matt. Right. I mean, I love it when they prove my point. I don't have to really say anything. Tuner Monkey says, Todd, Y'all ain't seen how ignorant I can get. I love racing, so I can live with being called a racist. It's pretty good. Bubba Ford comes in and says, Amy, just so you know, in my mind, when I see you on here in my Canass, what the cage in mind, your Boudreaux, lots of laughs, sorry, or something, maybe no offense intended. Bubba, I don't think she's offended because I don't think she understands what the hell you're talking about. But Ghost Rose. Well, I guess dude just got handed his ass. All shirts matter. Scott.
Oh.
Scott, you crushed it. That is a wonder. Dude, that's awesome. What hat are you wearing? Hold on a second. Did you have a Wake Not Woke? Oh, it is Scotty. Scotty, thanks for the 5-star review on your hat. Congratulations on your award-winning All Shirts Matter comment. That was wonderful.
Comment of the night.
Amber says, welcome to Don't Unfriend Me. Antoinette comes in, which I love Antoinette. Here she is. Antoinette, I love that picture. You look beautiful. Liberals and Democrats are the most hateful people I know. Granted, I don't personally associate with many, but I don't see this much anger from the right. I'm happy. I had a great night. I don't understand why he's calling me a racist and getting all crazy. Why did he leave?
He must not know I'm Mexican.
Amber says, she's Mexican. That's how much of a racist I am. I'm diddling a Mexican. Go figure. What a bigot I am. No doubt, FAFO, fuck around and find out. The left is good for ratings. Yeah, don't ban them. Shirting a material to make shirts. Oops, Bubba, I was so infuriated. I misspelled. You're just asking for a mass shirting. Dude, that's what we should call it from now on.
A mass shirting.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was another mass shirting. Folks, it's not funny. Mass shootings suck. And you know what? I bet that douchebag, I even forgot his name, Cockwackle. I bet Cockwackle that I have been closer and more involved in mass shootings than he has by 4. I bet you. So, dude, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Mass shootings suck. They're horrible. And the fact that you use them to score political points says more about you than it does me. Donald says, names don't hurt you. It's actions that hurt people. Look at our representatives. One side or the other side is sure to call them names. I'd rather see every last one serve their full term in prison for the number of years they intend to hold office in a chain gang doing physical work to see how much they honestly want to represent us. Cut the wheat from the chaff. Okay. Donald, gotta say, not bad. They look at numbers when it fills their reasons instead of percent, which is what you need to use. Melanie, that's good. Penny says, go get him, Matt. Oh, yeah, that guy's lightweight. You know what? People like that, I've said this before, people like that are as intriguing to me as a blocked up toilet is to a plumber. It's just boring. Like, it's like, oh, I got to go unplug a toilet. Wonderful. That's what trolls have become. They're just so infectual at being bad. Ramon says, call in, pussy. I love it. That's the truth. Amy says, that's Olivia Spears' job. Yeah, why would you tell me to go fuck myself when I have her to do it? Strap on later, baby. He's so grown up, Debbie says.
That's when we play the other video from a year ago when Hayden was in the room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh,
that was so funny. We'll find it.
Oh, that was so funny.
Michael Clark says, thanks, Matt. Do they still have debate teams in college and high school? I don't even know. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having a debate team in high school nowadays? Okay, you're going to go ahead and take the side of why Republicans are the worst people ever and total Nazis and pig fuckers. Okay, and Deborah, you're going to take the opposing side that they're not pig fuckers, but that they are dog fuckers and all deserve to be put to death. Okay, ready? Go. By the way, make sure you go ahead and bring your rainbow flags. You want to wear your rainbow colors today, okay? And remember, I'm not going to go ahead and assume any of your genders while you do this, so I apologize. Ready? Go. Do they still have debate? Typical Todd response. Go Strohs, Frank says. I absolutely love it when Matt goes in. Yes. Joanne says shirtings, lots of laugh. You know, and how can you call somebody stupid when you can't even spell? I'm just, dude. And the funny thing is like, this is me. I'm like, hey, mass shirtings. There's mass shirtings from Mexico. Hi, kid. And then my son has a nosebleed. My wife gets up. We're just normal people. And you're over here doing this. You motherfucker. I fucking can't fucking. And I'm just sitting here laughing at your ass, dude. You know, you're probably going to go kick your cat after this. Don't take it out on your kids, okay? Just have a few drinks and sleep it off. Todd Cochran, hello. How are you, sweetness? You sure are a handsome man. That's Mike Blankman. You probably don't want to piss off Mike. Pakistan makes lots of shirts also. That's true, Thomas. Thank you for pointing that out. Pakistan mass shirtings do take place. Send him to Ukraine. They can teach him all about being a Nazi. I'm sure he has a Ukraine flag somewhere. Since Ukraine is dragging people off the streets, he can go sign up for the front line. See, I know better than to block him. He's boosting the algorithm. He's still here because he loves all the shirting going on. Here's the funny thing. Folks, don't tell them the secret. They don't understand is that everyone has been categorized on Facebook. Do you understand? I can look you up by your political party, your religious affiliation, your income, your marriage status, your religion. Does everyone know this? I can advertise to all your friends. I do every single night. I advertise to the group of people who like my page and those similar to them. So your friends I advertise to because I want them to come on. Now, it helps me when Democrats come on here because they're classified as conservative, or excuse me, liberals, have no disclosed religion, college graduates who are in debt and can't pay their own bills, shit like that. Unmarried, you know, because they can't find anybody because they smell like patchouli and fucking rotten feet. Those people, no, I'm not judging here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pigeonhole you. I'm just basically, you know, taking the mass shirting off my back and trying to give it to you. So anyway, my point is that by those people, they come to my page. And because you're interacting with my page, it only takes about 5 or 6 posts for you to make for me to open up your entire friends list. And then I get your Republican friends to come here and go to my page. So you're helping me grow. But more importantly, I get all your Democrat friends who are completely just morons who don't want to have a conversation but want to troll and get them to come on. And then it is a mass flux of people that come into my show. That's how I grow so quickly. So every time trolls come in here, it helps my page. So please continue. You're helping me. Brenda says, easy prey. It's like a mass shirting in a barrel. Antoinette says, I know. Oh, Evelyn says, I know my good friend is a liberal. She came after me back when I said I love Trump. She was unbelievably vile. I bet he uses cold cucumbers on his swollen eyes. Oh, Leanne, that was priceless. I bet he drinks chamomile tea with a little bit of milk and organic honey. I think so too. Maybe he'll learn something. Excuse me, hiccup. If he learns something, if he stays, he has a terrible case of TDS. Jimmy White says, with the amount of corruption prevalent in D.C. and 2 more years left of this senile, corrupt, fraudulent, compromised puppet, holy crap, dude, throw a period in there, global Marxist administration and his cracked addict. Okay. I would not be surprised if drug cartel stocks start being traded openly on Wall Street. They already are. It's called the pharmaceutical companies. They are the biggest drug pushers in the world. But hey, 10% for the big guy. What a sad parody of itself this republic has become. Get a couple more comments in here. The left has a list of 10 words they scream in their cotton candy-filled safe space. Melanie, congratulations. That's awesome. I am a racist because I love math. Jared, touche. Well, dude, the fucking dummies are on tonight. I mean, maybe I should just stop and let you guys just have chat. My wife and I will go watch some TV. Elon Musk fandom says, send me a private message saying, how do I apply for the U.S. grant? Someone block this douche, please. Elon Musk fandom, please. Somebody hit him.
If I can find him.
Elon Musk fandom.
Do you know what he's on?
He's on Facebook. Leafs tied it up. Looks like OT again, so you guys can lose.
I can't see him.
Somebody find him. Somebody will find him. His feelings are hurt. Come on, Matt. Today is an emotional lefty. He left because he probably was using neighbor's internet and then they changed the password. Good. Mike says, if you read my comment to him, you'll see why he left. Matt. Gosh, everybody's really engaged tonight. I have to tell you that Awake Not Woke hat is killing it. Every day I get at least 1 compliment. Yeah, they've been selling really well. So if you have not had a chance, go pick up, let me show them the shirt, the Awake Not Woke hoodie.
Okay, I gotta find it.
No. You just push the button.
Oh.
Awake Not Woke hoodie.
Got it.
So this is the logo, folks. It's the Awake, Not Woke hat, hoodie, t-shirt. It's all out there. It's fantastic. Go give it a watch. Do you get the extended warranty? On Mexican mass shirtings, you do. Oh, Matt, you love the shirt out of Trolls. Yes, Debbie, that's right. I do love the shirt out of Trolls. I always get compliments on my Don't Unfriend Me shirts. I totally wish Matt would make cards for me to hand out. I'll make cards for you to hand out.
I already said PM me with your address and I'll send her.
Yeah, if anybody needs business cards, just let me know. I'll take care of you. It gets very boring because they use the same words so much. For Todd, your lack of intellectual perspicacity. I think it's spelled wrong. Michael, what word are you looking for? Now, I've got a vocabulary. I think it's perspective, your lack of perspective, maybe. Perspicacity. No. Yeah, it is a word. It's perpacity is the word you're looking for. See? That's pretty close. You got it. It's that extra S that threw me off. Perpacity. The quality of having ready insight into things and shrewdness. Yeah, let's listen to it.
Perspicacity.
Perspicacity. Okay. I've never heard the word. Now it's
Wow,
based
that's
off.
a first.
Yep. It's the derivative Latin of perspective, I would assume. Perspicacity. Never knew it. You got it close though. I've never, and that is, how often have you ever heard that happen? Now don't do what you always do. How many times do you think that's happened in our relationship?
That you haven't heard of a word?
That I don't know a word. I mean, I understood the basics of the word, but I've never used the word in a sentence and I've never heard the word. How often do you think that happens?
Very, very rarely.
I can't even remember the last time. That's awesome, man. I love finding out new words. Perspicacity. The quality of having a ready insight into things. It's basically derivative of perspective, but it's the action of having perspective. So that would be the application: shrewdness, intuitiveness, stick-to-itiveness, a curiosity, a palate for the undefined. Ooh, I like this word. Let's listen to it again.
Perspicacity.
Perspicacity. I'm going to use that word. That's a good word. Damn it. I like him. Michael Clark, I might get you a free t-shirt. Hold on, let me think. Am I going to be cheap? No, Michael, you get a free t-shirt. Go over to owner@don'tunfriendme.com, my email address. You can reach out to Amy or Olivia, whatever you want. Go pick out a shirt, not a hoodie. I'm not giving you a fucking hoodie. I'll give you a hat and give you a shirt. Go over to thedumbshow.com, pick one out, get your size, let me know, and I'll order it for you and get it for you. Good word, dude. Let me finish the rest of your comment. For Todd, your lack of intellectual perspicacity, oof, what a good word, is exceeded only by your inability to grasp the fundamental principles at hand because you're ambulant, perennial, with a rectal cranial inversion. Holy shit, dude. I'm not going to, all right, perennially. I think perennial would be better. You ambulate perennial versus perennially. Yeah, I think perennially is not the correct. I'm still going to give you a shirt. I wasn't as impressed with the rest of it, but it was still good. Mom, I am on Facebook with my friends. What did you turn off your hotspot? The more I see Olivia, it's like looking at Hayden. Okay.
Really?
Really? Yeah, she doesn't get that very often.
Well, she should get in here because I don't think we have like a right.
Todd has never had the shirt kicked out of him. He should. Anytime he thinks he's ready. Braves rule, Darren says. Real what?
Doyle rules.
Doyle rules. Olivia, suggestion maybe baseball cards for Ethan and his team. Oh, that would be cool.
That would be, it's just a matter of me. I would have to get individual pictures of all the guys.
Yeah. I love this. The group is, why would I stop talking to the group tonight?
Awesome.
The group's
They're
on
great.
fire.
Yeah.
Michael, he probably wouldn't understand anything you just said. It's probably true. I got to give it to Debbie. I think Debbie's right. Donald says, debate is in high school still. My nephew is on the debate team, though they call it something else now. He's also on Scholastic Bowl and the tennis team. I wonder what they would call it besides debate.
I don't know.
What would you call it?
I have no idea. I was never on debate, so I don't know.
Huh.
I hate speaking in front of people.
Evelyn says, smart man, Matt. Todd Cochran sure had a purty mouth. He's busy looking at all them big words up. No worries. We still love you. He will if they are addicted to something harsh and choose their pronouns. So you've investigated us. I just shirted myself, Debbie says. Rhonda says, damn, I thought I found you. I guess you found me. Kimberly says, I noticed that I have 4 of my family now watching your site. Really? Well, Kimberly, that's good. I appreciate that. I also like your Back the Blue. We have a cool shirt over there, not to sell my stuff, but you go to thedumbshow.com. You can pick yourself up a cool shirt. By the way, you can go follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/thedumbshow. Twitter.com/thedumbshow. I'm glad you do that, Matt, because I have tried to get people to come on. Yes, trolls are good for business. I love the trolls. I wish they would have the intestinal fortitude to come on. Don't mail out the orders personally. What?
Kristen had mentioned we should put them in people's orders so people have extra business cards. And that's why I was like, we don't mail out them personally.
Well, I can give those to Printful. And here's the cool thing about Printful is I can send stock stuff. Like if I want to send out like a little pocket constitution, I just mail it to them and then they'll put it in the boxes. So maybe what I'll do is I'll redo my business cards because I need to change it to thedumbshow.com, change a few things. So maybe I'll just do that. That's a good idea. I had a mass shirting on her. Jared almost got me to say it, dude. Bad, Jared. Ben Wachold says, I had a liberal friend unfriend me on Facebook for my beliefs on the Second Amendment and the Constitution. You know what's great about this, Ben? Is you can stop saying it's a belief. Because whether you believe in it or not, it's inherent. And it's a natural and God-given right based upon the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Because doesn't say anything about God-given rights in the Constitution, but it certainly says it in the Declaration of Independence. All men created equal, pursuit of happiness, blah, blah, blah. So the great thing is I've taken that out of my vocabulary. Sorry, my clicker's going. I've taken it out of my vocabulary. My belief has nothing to do with it. And when you say believe, and Ben, I'm supporting you because I love what you said. But when you say belief, it gives people the power to go ahead and challenge it. So you could say, I vehemently exercise my Second Amendment right. Or my belief has nothing to do with it because whether I believe in it or not, it's still there and it always will be there. Nobody can take it away. And that's the truth. And that is all of the Bill of Rights. They can put all the regulations on it they want. That doesn't matter. And you might be punished for it. You might be put in jail for it. But either way, they cannot remove. The government, the Constitution, the Declaration is not for the government. One is a notification of war, and the next is a notification of the limitations of the government beset by the people. And the Constitution was never designed for the government. However, they sit behind it like somehow they have the right to issue things that are natural and God-given, and none of them hold or could usurp that power. It was never designed for them. So anyway, it's an interesting point when people use the word belief, and I didn't mean to like pick apart your comment. I think if people can remove the word believe, you believe in Santa Claus, right? You believe in the no-fly rule in baseball. You believe that cherry pie is the only pie.
Wrong.
You don't like any pie.
Yeah, I do.
You like banana cream pie, but that's not a pie.
I like pecan pie.
Pecan pie is not a pie.
Chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie is not a pie.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't have a top. If it doesn't have a top, it's not a pie. It's a mousse or a pudding or a cobbler. It's got to have a top. Pie's got to have the little zigzag crust or a complete crust with little dimples in it. Bullshit. It's not a pie. Got to have a top. Got to have a roof. Let's settle the debate. Does everyone think banana cream pie is a pie? Let me know.
Yes.
We're not talking to you. We know is pecan pie a pie? It's not a fucking pie. It's full of pecans. It's like a quiche. It's not a pie. Let's find out.
I'm going to go make a banana cream pie now. Because that sounds really good.
Olivia Spear. Oh, that's right. I knew that. We certainly need more mint in his julep.
What?
I don't know.
Everyone's saying yes.
What? Saying yes? Well, of course, because Olivia says it. Hold on. Okay, we'll get you some cards, Amber. Shall not be infringed. Amen, Rhonda. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Matt. You go get him, Ben. Pot pie is the only pie. Ain't that the truth? Rita says, what? Chicken pot pie. I had a family member who feels pretty much the same way I do, but spews false narratives to get his point across, unfriend me, and call me a libtard because I call him out on this post. That's stupid. I love lemon meringue. I love lemon meringue too, but still not a pie.
Gross.
Lemon meringue's a shiznit. I mail apple pie with a top. Yes, Tam says. Yes, see, yes, she agrees with me. Ruth agrees with me. Mel agrees with me. Pot pie has a top. Lemon pie, Ruth agrees with me. Apple pie, peach pie, yum. Nobody's agreeing with you.
No, there was a bunch of yeses.
Your yeses mean they're agreeing with me.
No.
Rita says you're weird.
Olivia is correct.
That's one person. Olivia, you like chicken pot pie. Pecan pie is the best. Pot pie, all pies matter.
It's called a pie.
Anne says
if it's
no.
Called a pie. It's a damn pie. I totally agree.
It's pie without a top crust. Everyone agrees with me. Chocolate pie sucks unless you're high and have good coffee. Zigzag crust. That's right. Lattice crust. There you go. I love banana cream pie. Yes. It's banana cream cake.
No, it's not.
It's pecan cake. It doesn't have a top. If it doesn't have a crust on the top, it's not a pie. You know what? Please define what makes a pie a pie.
There we go. Olivia's correct.
A pie is a baked dish which is usually made of pastry dough casing that contains a filling and various sweet or savory ingredients. Casing, to encase, to close. Your definition is false. I reject your reality and I put in my own. A pie is encased. It's a cake. It's a cake. It's a quiche. It's a cobbler. It's a mishmash. What? It's not a pie. Tell me I'm wrong. Valerie says, as professional cook for a living, it's a pie. Valerie, I disagree with you. I'm sorry, Matt. You're wrong on this pie. I just gave you the definition. Just because you call it a pie doesn't mean it's a pie. So let me get this straight. Men can be women and women can be men just because you say so. No, we go to the definition, the literal definition, an encasing, a casing. It's got to happen. You put whipped cream on banana cream pie. Yes, love banana cream pie. This is a good one. Has to have a top crust. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. It's topped with pecans. Right, but that's not casing. That's not a crust. It's not the crust on top. You encase a pie. You enclose. What about a shepherd's pie? Let me ask you a question. If you take beef stew and you dump it into a pie crust, is that a pie? Fuck no. You have to put in the casing on top. That's a shepherd's pie, right? You have to. So why does a shepherd's pie have to have a casing on top of it?
Back.
But Rick, you ain't walking out of this conversation. You better get your butt back over here. Don't you tell me what pumpkin pie isn't a pie, man. It's not a pie. It's not a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is not a pie. It's like a Jell-O mold with crust. Come on, folks, get with me here. Olivia's correct. No, she's not. Anything that has floured crust is considered a pie. All others is considered a cake. Weird. Interesting. Yes, pumpkin pie, lemon meringue, banana cream, coconut creams are pies. No, they're certainly, because people are lazy, they're pies, but they're not the definition of a pie. So let me ask you a question. Is a convertible still an enclosed car? Is a convertible a closed car when the roof is on? Well, of course it is, but it's not a convertible. But it can be a convertible. So at laziness, when it has its top up, it's not a convertible. But when the top's down, it is a convertible. It has two different names, right? So what you're saying is that you're calling, say pie is a car, an enclosed car. And when the top comes off, it's still a car? No, it's a fucking convertible. So what is the alternate name of pie when the casing comes off? What is it? Well, we have plenty of names. We have quiche. We have molds. We have cakes. We have cobbler. So is it the fact that it's actually a pie, or people are lazy and they just go ahead and throw the word pie in there? Discuss amongst yourself. Matt, it's called banana cream pie. I know it's called banana cream pie, but it doesn't mean it's banana cream. It doesn't mean it's a pie. I don't know. You all are stupid. Hey, Rita, lighten up. It's Friday. We're having a conversation here. We're messing around. Who says it has to be a political show all the time? Tam says, no, I don't, Matt. Damn it. I thought I had your vote. Called an open-faced pie, cream pies, pecan pie, lemon. Ooh, now that's an art. Wait, so kind of like an open-faced sandwich? So is it still a sandwich if it's open-faced just because there's a piece of bread in it? I don't know, folks. I don't know if I think I'm onto something here. You're all the pie in my, peach cobbler. Yeah, that's pretty good. Called... Says who? Pie is pie. It's all good. The definition says it's not good. Pizza pie. Oh, God. Arita, just leave. You're not happy. You're never going to be happy here. I agree with Olivia. Damn it, Krista. Yes, cream pies. They are all pies. I agree with Liv. Glenn, 3.14 pie. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Yes, for Olivia. Matt, I agree with Olivia. So banana cream has a top. It's called whipped cream. Coconut cream pie. Hold on. Let me Google Marie Callender's. Yeah. Pies can be like cheesecake. I agree with Olivia. So what you're telling me is cheesecake's a pie, so it's not a cake. But it has crust and it has a filling. What's the difference between that and pumpkin pie? Oh, wait a second. I've reached a whole new level. Olivia. Good night, buddy. Love you. I've reached a whole new level. Why is cheesecake called cake when it's a pie? Oh, why isn't it called cheese pie? I just did it. That's it. Meringue is pie in the South. Olivia, I don't know. Explain cheesecake. Better get a caller in here. If you're going to call at any time, now's the time to call. Because I'm not moving on until we solve this. We are going to solve this tonight, damn it. Horse is a horse, of course. A convertible sedan is a sedan that convert from a car with a top to a car with a top down. That's not an answer, damn it. I would never put a crusty cover on a lemon meringue pie. Well, either would I. I would never do that. It would be sacrilege, but I won't call it a pie because of it. Ha ha. Listen to this. A convertible is still a car. Yeah, a convertible is still a car. Sure it is. But it's not a convertible with a lid. It's not a convertible. It's not a car with a casing. When the top comes down, it's called something else. It's a convertible, but it's still a car, right? So let me ask this question, and here it is. That's a good point. You're right. Convertible is a horrible analogy. The car convertible thing wasn't good. It's not what I was trying to do. But here's mine. Hey.
Yes.
You think a pumpkin pie is a pie?
Yes.
Which is essentially a crust with a hardened mold filling.
Yeah.
Okay. And you believe that lemon meringue is a pie, which is just a crust with a filling.
Yeah.
Good. I agree. And hey.
I'm listening.
Right here.
Okay.
And you think banana cream is a pie, which has crust and it just has some banana filling inside and some whipping on top with some shavings of almonds or possibly some chunks of banana. It's a pie, right?
Yes.
Right. And fucking explain cheesecake.
Cheesecake doesn't have pie crust. It's made with crushed
Not
graham
true.
crackers.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I have seen absolute cheesecake with pie crust. I've seen cheesecake. I've had cheese pie, like cheese content with a pie. I've had cheesecake with crust all the way on the side. Excuse me. Right here. You don't need to look something up.
I'm not.
You and I have had cheesecake
my
plenty of
eyes,
times with the crust on the inside and it comes out and it's cut.
I've
and
never had cheesecake with pie crust. I've only had it with the graham cracker.
Okay. Well, I have, and I've also had are you telling me you've not had graham cracker all the way around because you've been to my mom's and that's the way her cheesecake was made?
Yeah, we made it for Ethan's birthday.
So it's a pie. So cheesecake's a pie? Why is it called cake? Because people are lazy, and that's my point.
People are lazy?
Yeah, because they call everything a pie. It's a pie, it's a pie, it's a pie, it's a pie. Well, what about cheesecake? It's not a pie. What about, okay, well, let me ask you this. You're saying anything, I'm right, and you know I'm right. It shouldn't be called a pie. You disagree.
Okay.
Do you really think it should be called listen, if the definition of pie is it has a casing and it has a top to it, then just by the very definition, lemon meringue would not be a pie.
I consider it, if there is actual pie crust, to be a pie. And cheesecake is not cheesecake unless it's the graham cracker crust.
So Chef Lady says, ooh, Chef Lady, hold on. We have Chef Lady here. Hold on now. Now we have to stop. Chef Lady says, I believe, just with one word, shuts me down. It says crust. Crust. Anything with crust. Okay. So a pizza is a pie because it has crust. Let me ask you a question real quick, chef lady, just so you and I are on the same page. So you're saying a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is a pie because it has crust? I'm just wondering.
Just got the dialogue going.
People are going off. I'm just wondering. So peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are crust. What about when you wake up in the morning and I've got some shit in my eye? Am I a pie? I mean, if crust is the definition, then I'm a pie too. How many people are agreeing with Olivia to rile Matt up? Everybody, Donald. No, you know what? Okay, I'm not questioning the moniker of pie. Of course, it's called a banana cream pie. Of course, it's called a lemon meringue pie. Of course, it's called a pecan pie. I agree with all those things. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is that it's the wrong name. And cheesecake should not be called cheesecake. It should be called cheese pie.
Someone said the earth has a crust.
Right. Is the earth a pie? Is the earth a pie? Well, it is pie, 3.14. Folks, these are debates. Listen, these are important topics that we need to get through. Okay? Because one of these days, we're not going to have this answer. We're all going to die, and we're going to be really bummed out. The meringue is the top crust. Oh, no, Ramon, no, that's not. Now you're making an argument that is completely off base. For you to say that the meringue is a crust is
I would totally disagree.
You're just completely mucking up the whole conversation.
Oh, here is a pancake a cake? No, it's not.
According to you, it is.
No. I don't consider pancake a cake.
You call it a pancake, don't you?
Well, that's its name.
Oh, well, wait a second. So just because of its name, so transgenders are essentially female or male.
Pizza pie is not a pie, but it's called a pizza pie.
That's right, because it has crust, so it's pie. You see? Do you see how stupid this is? How about we just admit that people are lazy? Come on, just admit that. Can we admit that? I've made cherry cheesecake brownies, and they are the bomb.
Well, send me that recipe.
Oh, hold on a second. Brenda says, tomato is a fruit, but dingleberries aren't. Yeah. Cheesecake should never have a pie crust, only graham cracker base. Yeah, but it's not just a base. It's on the sides, too, is my point. And I have had cheesecake with pie crust in it. Who hasn't? I can't believe that. I have totally had cheesecake content in a pie crust. It's delicious. Oh, the crust is wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about.
That doesn't sound good.
But cheesecake is technically a pie. Right. That's my point. Why do you call it cheesecake if it's a pie? Folks, these answers need to be, I need a chef. I need a real chef to call in. Will somebody get on the damn phone?
Girl.
There's the number. Call
You're not
in
even let me do my job.
Oh.
You say post it, and right when I'm about to, you do it for me. So there. Would you like the board to do your job too?
Matt, you are definitely overthinking. No, I'm not. What? Why? Because the literal meaning? Come on. Misapplication of the term. By whom? Matt's trolling his own audience. Yes, I am, Amy. Yeah, how long in the fucking do you think it was going to take him to figure it out? Finally. Finally. God, I'm sitting here going, who the fuck's going to call me out on this? Anybody? Gee, you guys are easy. Holy shit, that was 15 minutes of just trolling you guys. And I'm like, of course it's a fucking pie.
Oh, goodness.
God, that was too easy. That was fun, though. Fucking Amy with a win. Matt is having a great debate, people. It's called cake because of its thickness. I already said that. Oh,
Glenn, we're not using
that phone number anymore. Oh, cheesecake is cake because cream cheese pie just doesn't roll off the tongue. Yes, it might be laziness. Thank you, Antoinette. Oh, man. That's why I said you were crusty, Matt. That was fun. All right.
Maybe we should just have the viewers send in topics and we just have a light night.
I just love how there were actual people getting, this is a political show. Get your shit together. What?
Sometimes it doesn't need to
We've
be.
talked about stuff 10 times worse than that. But I was trolling you guys. I mean,
what about elephant ears? Are those pies? What? I'm so confused.
What?
That Kristen said it. What about elephant ears? Are those pies? I don't understand. Are they nicknamed pies? I don't know.
Mel Lowe says we all figured that out at the beginning. Pizzagate all over again. Funnel cakes. There you go. Funnel cakes. Aren't they scones? I mean, come on.
Funnel cakes?
Aren't they donuts? A funnel cake donut?
It's kind of like a donut. It's like a pastry.
It's a donut. Then why are you calling it cake? It doesn't have a crust. It doesn't have any icing on it. It's just ridiculous. Banana pudding pie with vanilla wafers and whipped cream on top. Yes.
Yeah, yep.
Fridays is always like this. Hey, folks, I figured I would start depressing you again. Here you go.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Good luck with this. If you thought that last segment was stupid, wait till you see this shit.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
Did she just call people monkeys?
She sounds like she's really nasally when she talks.
Oh my God. That's your concern, is she's nasally?
No, she's just...
She just called... her mother called her a monkey. Monkeys go in coconut trees, right? Unless I'm wrong. Is this like pies and shit? I'm wrong. Monkeys go get coconuts.
I don't know. I've never heard of a monkey getting a coat. Maybe they do. I don't know.
We watched this on the what the hell is wrong with you?
I haven't had my pie today.
We saw that. I haven't had my pie today. The monkeys, we saw them on planet Earth as they would go down and they would get those rocks and they would smash them and they would smash coconuts. She called him a monkey. Now, pardon me if I'm wrong, because maybe my whole fucking world's upside down because pies are cheesecake and cheesecakes are elephant ears and everything's all screwed up tonight. Isn't it wrong to call a person of color a monkey? Didn't Howard Cosell get fired for that?
Well, she's a person of color, and so is her mother, so it's not wrong.
She's like, I don't know about that. There's some questions, but don't you remember Howard Cosell?
I don't, but I've heard the story.
Right. The story is he's like, and he goes to the 47th, and he goes ahead and he runs it. Oh, and he breaks left, and oh my God, 100-meter dash. This is going to be an incredible. Jesse Owens is absolutely one of the greatest things I've ever seen on legs. Look at that little monkey run. Holy shit. Howard Cosell, what the fuck did you just say? You're out of here. You're fired. Howard Cosell was done. Come up. I haven't done my Howard Cosell in a while. Here, let's do it right. Olivia Spear, you make the greatest chicken pot pie ever. Can you please tell me what the secret ingredient is? I don't know. Please answer Olivia, please. What is the secret ingredient to your chicken pot pie? Thank you very much, Olivia. We appreciate you sharing with us today. I am Howard Cosell from a wide, wide world of sports on ABC. We will see you next time. Dude, you can't say that shit. Why is the vice president of the United States telling monkeys and relatable stories about climbing coconut trees? Holy shit.
So maybe it's just me, but I didn't get that out of that. She just sounded stupid.
I didn't get
that. Let's listen to it again.
Okay.
Everything is in context. My mother used to.
Everything is in context. She set the premise that this is in context. Okay, let's look at the etymology of the word context, just so we understand it, because she is stating that we have to take this in context. Here it is. The circumstances that from the setting of an event, statement, or idea, and in terms of which it can be fully understood and assessed. So we have to take her term in context. So here it is. In context, she states the following.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context.
So either in context, she is saying the following, that you're brown on the inside, on the outside, and white on the inside like a coconut, which isn't any better, or you're a fucking monkey. Which one is she trying to say in context? Do you see why I brought up the pies thing? Does everyone see the correlation? Does everyone get it now? Holy shit, Matt trolled us for 15 minutes. And he took pies in context and said that lemon meringue are pies because it doesn't have a casing on the top. She wants us to take it in context. So the only thing that falls out of trees are coconuts and monkeys. Does anyone else want to tell me what falls out of a tree? a coconut tree? Can anyone tell me anything that falls out of a coconut tree besides coconuts and monkeys?
Usually monkeys don't fall out of trees. Just a thought.
So she just said everyone was brown on the outside and white on the inside?
I don't know.
So my point is that this is the vice president of the United States, and nobody knows what the fuck she's talking about.
No one ever knows what the fuck she's talking about.
I mean, I just had a mass shirting in my pants. This is the person who's one step away from the presidency. One staircase, one misstep on Air Force One, and she becomes president. One bike ride that goes awry. One brain cell that doesn't fire properly. And the 25th Amendment is invoked, and that becomes the president. Doesn't that bother people? This isn't the first time that she's done this. Remember the word salad? About yesterday's tomorrows and today's yesterdays will begin tomorrow's todays of yesteryear. And it's terrifying. Nobody in the United States wants Kamala Harris. In California, in her own primary, she got less than 1%. This is California. California will vote for anybody. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a governor. That should tell you something. This lady is one step away from the presidency at all time, and she can't put two sentences together. She talks about, Venn diagrams, but those are her sentences. They are circles amongst circles, all circularly going circle and round as they are making symmetrical circles in their patterns of circles. That's what she does. That's what she talks like. That's what she says. She goes over to Ukraine and she insults Poland. The border is a hot mess. And remember, she was supposed to be the border czar.
She's been down there once?
One time. And the border is the worst it has been, even worse than Obama. It terrifies me. Now, people were concerned about Dan Quayle and said Dan Quayle can't even spell the word potato. And how can he be vice president? I will be honest with you. I would be more comfortable with Dan Quayle because at least he was a constitutionalist. I wonder if Joe Biden is rubbing off on Kamala Harris. I wonder if what he has is contagious, whatever it is. Because the problem that I have more than anything is that Joe Biden, and I hate to say this, and I will tell you, I never want to lose a president. I never want to lose one from sickness, or I don't want to lose one from somebody doing one of the worst things possible to a president that we saw under Kennedy and Lincoln and the attempt on Ronald Reagan. It destroys a nation. It destroys and erodes the fabric of trust, whatever we have left for the United States. But I will tell you that there is a 51% chance of a man seeing the age of 85 years old. You have a 1 in 2 chance of seeing 85. 50% chance. And Joe Biden will eclipse that. He'll be 87 at the end of his term if he's reelected. What are the chances that he doesn't make it to the end of his term? And if that's the case, who the fuck becomes VP?
You know, there is a minimum age you have to be president. I think there needs to be maximum age. I really do. I think they need to cap it.
Hey, my mouse is dead. Can you unplug that real quick? Mm-hmm. Hold on. I got to have another cable. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Is there a white cable?
Yeah, there actually is.
Just throw me one. No. I need the whole cable, sweetie.
Yeah.
Keep it plugged in, honey.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have a place to plug it in. Just throw it to me.
Okay.
So the whole point of this is with Kamala Harris, and I think the biggest fear, and I think the Democrats are on the same boat, is that people say that we are stuck with Trump and we've made our own monster. Okay. Oh my God. Grab the end and throw it, not the middle of the rope. Holy shit. Maybe you could be Joe
I
Biden's
played
vice
sports.
president. Oh my God. It's like watching a monkey fuck a football. It's like watching the monkey coming down from the coconut tree and fucking a football. Can you get me the cable?
You got to catch it when I actually get it to you. You got to catch it. You got it. But I tried to get out of my seat to give it to you and you wouldn't let me. So this is what you get. You got to catch
She's throwing it like it's coming at me at 175 miles an hour.
Well, you
One more
got
time.
to catch the freaking thing.
Why don't you lasso it instead of making it like a fucking slinky? I feel like I'm Moby Dick and you're just trying to fucking harpoon me.
Let me lasso it between the lights and the
Don't knock
microphone
over the
and
water.
computer.
Throw it.
Exactly, and the water.
Throw it. God. Folks, I can't deal with this stuff anymore. I'll tell you what. I mean, I can't deal with this. So you've got Kamala Harris. The chances of her being president are astronomically huge because we all see Joe Biden. We see the mental state that he's in. And what do you think? That's the most important thing. I want to hear what you guys think. I mean, does this make you nervous? And what does it make you want to do as citizens of this country to ensure that Joe Biden never reaches an opportunity to be president again? What are we willing to do? Our options are fairly open. And here's some of the things we can do. One is that we can get full-throated support behind Donald Trump the best that we can. Support him like we never have. I don't think that's the best option, but let's assume it is. Number two, go with another candidate like DeSantis or somebody else who, and honestly, trust me when I say this, Trump supporters will get in line with DeSantis. They say they won't. Nobody's going to vote for Joe. That's an option. Another option is to vote for somebody completely different. And hopefully they come out of the primary and Trump will support them. Or the next thing is that we have to go and find 10 people and ensure that they vote who didn't vote last time. We've got to go around the neighborhood. We've got to get carpools going on voting day and offer on Facebook to say, listen, I'm going to be driving people back and forth to voting places. Who's ready? Who's ready for a ride? Who wants a mustache ride? I do.
Ooh, I do.
So we need to do something. We need to go to the local voting polls and volunteer. We need to make sure that we're checking these stations and volunteering with our local chapter of the RNC and do whatever we can. If we got to door knock, we door knock. We got to hand out pamphlets, we hand out pamphlets. We got to get down to grassroots marketing. We have to do whatever it takes to ensure that as many people vote as possible. Because folks, I'm not worried about our country anymore. I'm worried about our ability to function as a government with Kamala Harris as the president. I can imagine nothing worse than Joe Biden other than Kamala Harris, because I think Kamala Harris would single-handedly get us into I think it would be open season on the United States. I think it would embolden every one of our enemies to say, a woman is president? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's find out her cycle and let's make sure we attack on that day. And I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just saying I don't see Kamala Harris being the leader of the free world. Olivia, what do you think?
No, I don't. I don't see it at all. But I also didn't see Joe Biden either. So
Judy says maybe she is just saying that the kids are just nuts. Yeah, but okay, I don't mean to do this again. I'm really sorry, but a coconut's not a nut. It's called a coconut, but it's not a nut.
her family doesn't seem too bright.
I'm
though.
just saying a coconut's not a nut. Is a coconut a nut? Someone tell me it's a nut?
No, isn't a coconut a fruit?
I don't know. Holy shit. The universe is going to end. We are literally going to find the God particle in this conversation and we're all going to die. Is a coconut a nut? Yes.
It's not.
However, a coconut is not a true nut. A true nut, such as an acorn, do not have open maturity. So what is it? Is it a seed?
Fruit?
Is it a seed? A nut can be defined. Okay. This shouldn't be as complicated. What's the answer? Botanically, the coconut is classified as a fruit. More specifically, it is a drupe. What the fuck is a drupe? A drupe are more commonly called stone fruits. Other than okay, I'm not calling it a stone fruit. Stone fruit are peaches, nectarines, blackberries, and raspberries are drupes comprised of aggregates or of drupelets. Okay. A coconut is not a nut. Another example. I've come full circle. Coconut cream pie. Not a pie. Not a pie, not a nut. Nope. The whole thing's a lie. There's no cocoa in a coconut either. So it's a complete fallacy. Coconut cream pie. There's no cream either. Is there cream? Is there cream in a coconut cream pie?
Yeah, there's whipped cream, yes.
Are you sure? Look it up.
Yes, there is.
Look it up. Is there cream in a coconut cream pie? Or are they using Cool Whip, which is not cream at all in any way, shape, or form? Folks, I think we've solved it. I think we can go to bed. Coconut cream pie, the ultimate fallacy. All fake. Holy shit. People are talking. Come on, Matt. You have... Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Who said something? Oh, man, I missed it. Come on, Matt. You something or other. Peanut is not a nut.
Yep, whipped cream. It's on it. That's what's on top.
But it's on top, but it's not. You put whipped cream as a condiment. So there's no cream on coconut cream pie. You have to put it on there, right? It doesn't come with it. It's kind of like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, you
can say cream is in pumpkin pie, but it's not.
It's on. It
Okay.
makes the pie.
All
It's
right.
on top, just like banana cream pie.
All right. Coconut pudding pie. I'm not trolling you again. Someone call in and challenge Matt on his nuts. Whoa. Hey, easy now. Maybe her speeches are comms for Blue and On. No, it just comes down to this. Is Kamala Harris has never been good at her at her job. She's a horrible prosecutor. Her track record flip-flops back and forth. She laid California to waste as a DA. She was extremely progressive, but she wasn't always progressive. I mean, the penalty against black youth with the 3 strikes laws and everything else were horrendous. And Kamala Harris was just as bad as Hillary Clinton or Nancy Pelosi when it came to the law. And the way that she ran her district was extremely iron-fisted, and then she moved to progressivism on a whim so she could get promoted and move forward when California changed its weather bane and direction of the winds. I just take question with the fact that Democrats have a ticket which is the weakest ticket since Mondale and Geraldine Ferraro. And there's really very little hope that we win. At least right now. And there has to be a very serious conversation with the Republican Party and the RNC and Donald Trump. And that conversation needs to be, are you the best person to run? And if you're not, we've got about 2.5 to 3 months before we need to shit or get off the pot. I want to know your thoughts. Should Trump run? Or should Trump look like he's running and endorse the best secondary candidate we've got, give them a strong VP, and ultimately let him run the behind the scenes? I want to get your thoughts.
I agree with number 2.
Karen makes a good point. She goes, Harris's beliefs depended on whom she was fucking. You even use the proper English vernacular. It's very well done. Almond milk is nut water. Yes, almond milk is not milk. Another example of laziness. And did you guys hear the lower courts said that they don't have to call it juice anymore? A lot of people, the branding people were suing and saying it's not milk. Well, they can call it milk now. How does that make any fucking sense? My coconut juice identifies as milk. And it identifies as a nut. I totally remember Mondale and Geraldine Ferraro. Yeah, they're completely fucking worst ticket ever presented, except for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and they have a path to win. Trump for president 2024. I know, guys and girls, but do you actually believe he can win?
I don't know. It really depends on how Biden's next year goes. I mean, if he manages to fuck the country up even more, then possibly.
Why is it called fruitcake?
I don't know. Well, I can make a fruit cake and it's really good and it's actual cake with fruit in it. Yes.
Oh, that one is good.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, but that's not a fruit cake.
You
need to show July 4th. We need to show everybody. I think DeSantis
that's a different one I'm thinking of.
I think DeSantis is a stronger presidential candidate than Donald Trump in 2024.
My worry is if Trump runs, that people are going to vote against him because they don't like him, not because they want Biden to win, and it's going to be a vote against him. And that's my worry if he runs.
Joanne says, I think Trump on CNN helped him. I don't know. You're not going to get DeSantis and Trump as VP. Nobody's going to vote for that. He doesn't bring anything to the ticket. Trump already has Florida. Why would you want to bring him Florida? He's already got it. Florida's not going to go to the Democrats. It just flipped red 2 years ago. It's not going anywhere. You want a candidate that's going to bring you something. And you know what Nikki Haley brings?
The women.
The women.
The suburban moms.
Folks, I've told you for 2.5 years that Nikki Haley is the best choice for Trump because it brings the women's vote. And they know if Trump does something stupid, that Nikki Haley is a female. She's got her head on straight. She's great geopolitically from the UN. And she's been loyal to Trump, minus a few things that she's disagreed. She doesn't agree with January 6th. She doesn't agree with the election. Guess what? I don't either, and you watch my ass. Nikki Haley brings the women's vote because she is considered a minority. I just don't understand. Now, Trump has not gone after Nikki Haley that hard. He's left her alone for a reason, and I think it's because he may have her be the VP. It's a good ticket. If Trump is going to run, he needs a female candidate, and it's not MTG. Marjorie Taylor Greene will fucking torpedo that ticket. You put Nikki Haley on that ticket because she checks him. And that's what the women want. They want a Jackie Onassis type. They want a woman who's strong. They want someone who's independent. They want a Barbara Bush Sr. They want a woman who can stand by and make impact. They want a Margaret Thatcher. That's what you get from Nikki Haley. She's robust. She's strong. She's easy on the eyes. And don't you dare say Candace Owens, because that's ridiculous. And please, for the love of God, nobody say Tulsi fucking Gabbard. Do not say Tulsi Gabbard.
Sorry, all I can think about is Margaret Thatcher on a cold day.
Margaret Thatcher on a cold day. Colleen says DeSantis said 3 times higher to retirement. Yes, and it should be. We live longer than we've ever lived before. I understand that everybody wants World War I and World War II numbers, but guess what? That's not the average age anymore. We need to up the retirement age. I'm not going to retire till I'm 65, for God's sakes, if not 70. People are still on the why is it called fruit salad and no lettuce is involved?
I think a salad is, I think that's just a bunch of stuff put together. I don't think necessarily needs lettuce. That's what I think.
Don't get me to start. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna just destroy you right now with that comment. You made me hungry. I'm eating nuts now. Well, so will Olivia in about 15 minutes. I like the South Dakota Governor Christie Noem. No. I think Trump would pick Byron Donalds. Now that's a possibility.
Who's that?
He's a guy.
That's great.
He is an up and coming black conservative. He has been on CNN quite a bit. Extremely smart, good looking, intelligent. He's like Joe Biden said, he's clean. He's the cleanest black man. He's clean. Jesus. Sorry for saying Jesus. This is Byron Donalds, and I think it's a good fit.
He looks like a football player.
Yeah, he's extremely intelligent. I like him. I like how he challenges. I still think he needs a woman. I do. I think he needs a woman. I really do. All those women were not VP. I don't know what that means. Christy Noem. I don't know, man. Nikki knows her shit. Yeah, she does. I think he can, as Biden at this point has pissed off enough fence sitters. If it's a Trump Biden, people will do anything but Joe, like with Trump in 2020. Do you understand the get out to vote push that will be against Donald Trump?
It's going to be huge.
Dude, it's going to be huge with abortion and that bench on the. If you put somebody else, people will stay home. Trump Haley would be a great matchup. What about Sarah Huckabee? I think it's fine, but I think there's enough people that don't like Sarah Huckabee that she's not enough of a change because she's going to follow whatever Trump says. Let me get this. Olivia, what do suburban women want?
Education is going to be number one. We want to have a say in what our children are learning. We don't want to be told that we don't have any right to know what's going on. That's probably going to be number one. Probably childcare, healthcare would be probably next, I would think.
Well, I'm telling you what they want is a neuter Donald Trump. They want him to be civil. They want him to direct the country. They want someone to stop the division and the divisiveness. That's what they want. They want to bring civility back to the presidency and the United States. And because that's when you poll them and ask them, when it's outside of economy or kids or, inflation, that's what it's about. They want the territorial pissings of Donald Trump to stop. Antoinette said Tulsi Gabbard, and I know Antoinette has to be kidding because I know she's watched my show. Carrie Lake
couldn't even win Arizona.
Carrie Lake is Donald Trump in a dress. No. And I like Carrie Lake. I'm not a big fan right now. I think she needs to drop these fucking suits, and it's going nowhere. This is just as bad as Donald Trump. I am so sick of sore losers. I can't fucking stand them.
We all made fun of them.
Yep.
In 2016, the Democrats,
and 18.
because they whined and cried and said, "Oh, it's a stolen election," and Hillary Clinton has still yet to concede from 2016. But
hold on, I never said Barbara Bush wasn't a VP. Was a VP. I never said Margaret Thatcher was a VP. What I said is they want somebody like that. They want somebody who's no nonsense. Barbara Bush didn't take any shit from anybody. Nancy Reagan didn't take any shit from anybody. Margaret Thatcher didn't take shit. Jean Fitzpatrick didn't take any shit from anybody. That's the style of vice president that they want. Follow along.
They want somebody tough who can stand up to Trump.
That's it. I didn't say Barbara Bush was a VP. Of course not. We have not had a vice president, female vice president, who has any fucking responsibility. The only reason Kamala Harris there is she's black. Okay? Let's be honest. Or at least black enough to qualify. So that's the reason she's there. We need a tough, independent woman who can run this country, who understands how to take a hit and give a hit in a professional, clear-cut manner. And she will offset Trump nicely. No on Tulsi Gabbard, yes. Sarah Palin was tough.
I can see Russia from my house.
What?
Sarah Palin was a pushover.
Sarah Palin was tough?
She was a pushover.
Holy shit. You betcha. Yeah. Yeah, she was. Totally. Uh-huh.
I only voted for her because I didn't want Obama in office.
Yeah, Sarah Palin, she had some moments when they prepped her for the debate stage, and they prepped her for like 3 weeks straight and then pumped her full of caffeine and threw her up on the stage. But she couldn't answer a question to save her life. No. Sarah Palin is not what we need.
No.
We don't need to
We
go.
had that
We
one
don't need to
time.
go back in time to the 2014 Tea Partiers and the zealots in the Tea Party. No, we're good. No, I'm gonna say no to that. Joanne Boyer on foreign relations. Huh. I haven't thought of that. And I don't think we're thinking of the same person. Give me a link on who she is.
Who?
Christy Noam.
Christy Newham?
No, I know she's like North Dakota or South Dakota.
Oh, the South Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christy Nome.
Noam, that's right.
I think she's too new as a governor. Just like Youngkin's too new. I think you need to be a little more seasoned.
I just want she hasn't been on the world stage, and that's what bothers me. And she's from a small state. She hasn't been on the world stage. Nikki has. I don't know. Trump and Sarah Huckabee are interesting, but I think here's what people are going to say is that Sarah's a lapdog for him, that there would be no pushback. See, Sarah Huckabee's fantastic, and I could see a ticket of DeSantis and Huckabee. I think that would look good too. I would be down for that in 2028. But I think either we need to have Trump run or he needs to sit down. One of the two. I said it. Tulsi would be a shit show compromise. Tulsi Gabbard is a fucking progressive more than anyone else right now. She's more of a progressive than Kamala Harris. She believes in late-term abortion. She believes in gun control. She believes in decreasing defense. She believes no cash bail. She doesn't believe in the death penalty. What the fuck? She's not a conservative in any way, shape, or form. I've done this show. I'm not going to do it again.
Someone said Kayleigh McInerney. She's not a politician.
She's not a politician. She's a great face and she's smart.
She was a very good press secretary, but
yeah, great press secretary. She's super smart. No. I think we're storming it around here. Judge Janine as vice president. She's just too polar. It's like Candace Owens. Judge Janine is a smart woman, and I like her. But she's not. She's too polar. But if Arizona misses out on Kerry Lake, I want a Trump Lake, not electable. I get it, but only because of moderates. You're never gonna. You put Kerry Lake on that ticket, fucking forget about it. Republicans won't win for 12 years.
Somebody said Tim Scott.
Yeah, Tim Scott's good. I honestly I like Byron Donald better. Someone with a strong voice and opinion. Judge Janine, tough and smart. Kat Kamek. Now, I like Kat Kamek. I don't think she's vice president material.
Who's that?
She's tough, congresswoman. I like her. Ex-military. She basically looks like the twin of Because of You, I Walk on the Other End of the Sidewalk.
Oh, Christy.
Come on.
Kelly Clarkson. Jeez.
Yeah, she looks like Kelly Clarkson's twin.
Oh.
I mean, it's insane. Watch this.
Oh, I can see it from here.
But a blonde. She's Kelly Clarkson's twin, but a blonde. And Kat Kamek is smart. She's sharp. She's quick-witted. I just don't think she's relatable to the suburban housewife, Midwestern suburban housewife. People don't want one of their own. They want someone they look up to and admire. I'm just telling you, Nikki Haley has that polish. She has that. She's presidential.
Mm-hmm. Mike Blankman, no on Youngkin. He's way too young. Youngkin's
going to have his time, and he's probably 28.
Yeah, he needs to do more.
This is a good conversation, guys and girls. Sarah Palin has messed up family, kind of like Biden. Yeah, I know the guy that was with Bristol Palin.
Who?
Dakota Meyer. Congressional Medal of Honor winner, Marine Corps. Olivia Spear, will you ask Matt this? I'm curious on his thought. Ask me what?
Ask what? What's the question? I don't even see it.
I'm looking. Matt, question. If Trump gets a woman VP, do you think there will be any negative backlash with the whole court case that just happened? No, I think it solidifies it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is Trump's biggest weakness, and whether you want to admit this or not, he's a fucking sexist. Okay? Just he is. Just letting you know. All you got to do is watch The Apprentice. And unless somebody can look at him and go, fuck you, Donald. Like, that's what he liked about Omarosa. He has a very chauvinistic style about him. And I don't believe he looks down on women. I think he's looked across from some very successful women in business. But if you can't put Trump in his place, he does not respect you. And that's not just women, that's men too. But he really comes after women hard, who he doesn't respect. And he's got no problem saying it. I mean, I want you to consider when Chris Wallace is hitting him, he was getting hit by both sides. He was getting hit by Biden and by Wallace. And he didn't go over and go, oh, Chris, you're a pathetic little putz. You know, he kept that in his pants. But when it was, what's the blonde's name who left Fox?
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. He went after Megyn Kelly, no fucking problem. He went after Hillary Clinton, female, no problem. He just did it against this other reporter, this Caitlyn chick from CNN. He just treats women a little bit differently. He doesn't treat Nikki Haley that way at all. And even when Nikki was speaking out against him, he didn't hit her that hard. He respects Nikki Haley for a reason. And I think that's his ace in the hole. I really do. If I was running his campaign, you guys always tell me, go work for Trump. Well, I wish it was that easy. Excuse me, Mr. Trump, the dummy said I should work for you. Oh, Matt, come on, you're big league. Come on in here. It's $20 million a year. Thanks, boss. But if I was to work with Donald Trump, I would tell him right now, pick your VP candidate. And you should pick it now, because the Democrats are going to have star power like they always do. They're going to bring Obama in. They're going to bring the Clintons in the areas that the Clintons would be successful. They're going to bring Nancy Pelosi out. They're going to put Newsom where he needs to go. They're going to have the ex-Democrat hit list out for him. And Republicans, the Bushes, will not go out for Trump. Nobody will go out for Trump. So he doesn't have a lot of backing. So you pick your VP now, so she's out there and hitting those rural and those suburban towns that have that highest female vote. You hit and solidify Ohio. You hit the outskirts of Milwaukee and the suburbs. You hit the suburbs of Detroit and Michigan. You get into the Carolinas and you get into Raleigh and you get into those places and Durham and hit those places hard for the suburbs. You get into Phoenix. You get into Yuma, you get into Flagstaff, you reinforce these areas on the outskirts of these big cities. You get outside of Las Vegas and Tahoe. You've got to go ahead and hit those states, and then you somehow have to pick up a sleeper. You've got to turn Michigan and Wisconsin, or this race is over. If you don't flip at least one of those, you're done. Look at Trump's path to success in 2016. He got Michigan and he got Wisconsin. He couldn't carry it in 2020. If he doesn't pick up these states and he doesn't extend these swing states, and there is no indication that he's going to be able to based on what just happened in the midterms in 2022. They lost every single swing state, 17 key positions. He fucking lost. Why? Because it was Kerry Lake and Majewski and people like that who were unelectable. Fucking, what's his face? Doc Oz.
Yeah, Dr. Oz.
These people are fucking unelectable. And he backed a bunch of shitheads. The only person who won out of that group was state legislature and congressman was Eli Crane. And Eli Crane didn't talk about stolen election. He didn't talk about January 6th. He talked about the border. He talked about drugs. He talked about small businesses and government overreach and lockdowns and how the elections needed to be secure, and they needed to look at the overall registry and ensure that it was up to date, that they needed to stop the overall penetration of mail-in ballots into these blue counties. He ran on the things that people wanted. He won. And all the people who ran on January 6th and stolen election, they got their fucking asses handed to them. Why? Well, you know why. Because people are sick of hearing about this crap. They want to hear about policies. They want to hear about inflation. They are sick of politicians talking about themselves. Ooh, Debbie says, Matt, let's say this goes left. What do you think about Robert Kennedy? I think the only way Donald Trump has a chance to win, Robert Kennedy goes deep. That he right now is holding 12, 14% of the vote. If he gets that up to 16 or 17, Joe Biden's done. Because he's going to have to debate him. The pressure will come on and the people will ask. And by the rules, all that Kennedy has to do is run as an independent and still maintain 12% of the vote. And then he gets on the debate stage and he'll be on there with Trump and Biden, just like Ross Perot was. And he will split the ticket, just like Jill Stein did with Hillary Clinton. The 7% of the independents, half of those will go to Kennedy, and Biden will lose. And because they're not going to steal votes from Trump because he's a Democrat. So by getting Kennedy to run as an independent, Kennedy can destroy this election if he wants to. And if I was Donald Trump, I'd be donating to Kennedy. I would tell the RNC to put $250 million into fucking Kennedy's pocket and give him all the money you can. Give him all the soft money you can. I would run ads for him. Instead of running ads against DeSantis, I would have fucking Donald Trump run positive ads for Kennedy like the negative ads he's running for DeSantis. That's what I would do.
I've heard Michelle Obama a few times.
Michelle Obama will never run. Yeah. Oh, Barack will never. He's a Muslim. He'll never let her fucking run. Don't kid yourself. He's a Muslim. He's always been a Muslim. He will never let his woman run. Not a fucking chance. He might put her in a burqa. He's not going to let her run. I am totally for Nikki for VP. It's the best choice. And I've been saying it for how long have I been saying this?
Since we lost in 2020 and when Trump came out and said he would run again.
Donald says, what about your SEAL buddy? He's not ready. And Eli's not a VP. He doesn't have the presence. He's a warrior. He's right where he needs to be. I would love to see Eli be in the Senate. I would love to see him run for Senate one day. But more importantly, I want him on a cabinet position. I want to make him the director of Homeland Security. Assign him to director of ICE. That's how you use Eli Crane, because that guy knows how to get shit done, and you put him in charge of the Border Patrol. But he needs a good 3 or 4 years of polish. He's a SEAL. He's a warrior. He's a CEO. He's incredibly smart, but he needs to lose a few, and he'll learn all that. And he's going to be an exceptional representative. But let's give him a few years, right? Let's let him lose a few. Let's let him learn how to trade some ponies. Let's see what he's like when the money dries up a little bit. And we'll find out what type of person he is. And I put my name on that guy. 120%.
Somebody says that you look just like me.
Here, you guys get in the picture together real quick. Just put your head down and line up your face with your mom. You guys have the same eyebrows, same nose, same lips. Holy shit, you guys do really look alike.
Maybe I did get my mini-me after all.
Whatever.
No. Why? Because I'm like, I'm so sick, right? No, you're not contagious. You need to go take your medicine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. Here, bring me the bottle.
Hey, Wi-Fi. I love you. I'm not contagious. I don't want you to trip. Come on, bring it in. Bring in the sugar. I'll take a little bit of sugar. Come on.
Sugar.
I love you, baby.
Okay.
Good night, sweet pea.
Love you.
All right. Good night.
Hey, go take your medicine.
Mark Robinson is VP. Mark Robinson. See, I don't know everybody you guys are coming up with. Let me see. Oh, I do know Mark Robinson. The problem is, I know Mark Robinson and nobody else does. He needs a little time. He needs to get some exposure. Yeah, I don't know enough about him, and if I don't know enough about him, then nobody knows him. And I don't mean it like that's not being egotistical. I live in this playground, folks. So if I don't know a lot about him, most people don't know a lot about him. So I don't think he has the profile. Plus, I don't know. I don't know. I have to look up on him. Omarosa, whatever. Shush.
She's freaking more batshit crazy than Kamala.
Tuner says, I believe Donald looks for strong-minded women. He does. But Rosie O'Donnell's a strong-minded woman, and he despises her. So it has to be a particular type. Business, successful, professional, few words, and never steals his spotlight. Trump was an arrogant asshat. That's what made him great president, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's not what we're looking for anymore. People don't want to change agent. They want the old presidencies back. They want the Oval Office. They want the pomp and circumstance. They want the professionalism. They want the drama-free president. Tudor Dixon from Michigan. Tudor Dixon from Michigan. I always like to put names to faces. Yeah. I liked her a lot after, plus she's smoking hot, after the State of the Union. She did a great job. I still think she's too new. But when you can't beat...
She looks like Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah, but she couldn't beat, which I called that race, by the way. When she couldn't beat Whitmer, everyone's like, she's going to beat Whitmer. I said, no, she's not. She's not going to beat Whitmer. And Whitmer won, and everyone said I was crazy. I was probably the only fucking person in the country who said Whitmer was going to win. Every conservative said she was going to lose. I'm like, no, she's not. Her favorabilities are the most consistent out of any politician in the United States. She didn't move during COVID, even though she did all that bullshit. They love a good tyrannical ruler in Minnesota.
You mean Michigan?
Michigan, sorry. In Michigan, too, whatever. Michigan, Minnesota, what's the fucking difference? They're both cold, and they're both miserable, and they both start with an M.
And they both have really shitty hockey teams.
Ooh.
By the way, Florida won.
Told you. I know. Fuck. Surprised Toronto won one game. I love him. He's hilarious and smart. Not everyone fits being a VP or a president. Just because they're good speakers or go-getters doesn't mean they should be the top two positions for our country. Many of these people do better where they're at, or maybe somewhere in Congress. I don't care if we have a female or male president or VP, as long as they stand up for our country and citizens and stand up to our enemies. There's so much they do. Annie, I couldn't agree more with what you said. I think it's a fantastic point, and that's why I say Nikki Haley. She doesn't take shit. She's tough. She's smart. She's well respected around the world community geopolitically. And I believe that most people would find her a breath of fresh air in a leadership position. When will Donald announce his VP? At the 1 year mark, maybe a little later. A lot of presidents don't announce their VP until after the conference, the RNC conference, the primary. I think it's a mistake. But the reason why is because a lot of the people who choose VP are running and contesting against the president. In this case, Nikki Haley might still be in the race. You can't offer a VP when she's running for president. That's just stupid. So a lot of these people are vying for the vice president. Nikki Haley has no intention of being president. She knows she's not going to win. She's playing for the vice president role right now. A lot of these people are. So they run simply to have a voice in the cabinet. Chris Christie's just trying to play spoiler. Mike Pence is trying to rehabilitate his image. Mike Pence isn't going to stay in it for a long time. So Nikki Haley is trying to get a seat at the table, and she's running for VP, just so you know. The old number doesn't work. You have to call into the old URL, but we're going to be leaving here in less than 5 minutes, FYI. Marsha Blackburn. Oh,
I have heard her name. Can't quite picture her though.
Yeah. The thing I worry about Marsha Blackburn is that I believe she has so many old, in people's opinions, Tea Party ties.
Oh, isn't she Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Very good.
Thanks. Yeah, I do pay attention.
I like Marsha Blackburn, and I like her smarts, and I like her presence. I don't think she'll stand up to Trump. You got to have somebody who has a proven track record of standing up to Trump, but not so much that they piss him off.
Yeah, she's a Southern belle.
Yeah, she don't fuck around. And I like her.
No, I was talking about Marsha Blackburn. She's a Southern belle. And
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pence is an a-hole. You know what? A lot of people say that. And the whole point is the only reason you say he's an asshole is because Trump said he was an asshole. Because you think that in some sort of hidden portion, Krista, of the Constitution, that he had a right to decertify the election. He didn't. And even if he would have sent those 3 or 4 states back, it doesn't matter. Biden still had enough to win. When you understand that Pence doesn't do anything but a ceremonious role where he sits there and oversees the envelopes and the votes being read, that's it. If there's any point of contestation, it has to generate from the state. And it has to be a unanimous vote from the state majority. And it doesn't come from a governor. It doesn't come from a judge. It comes from the legislatures. So when people say, well, we had certain legislatures contesting, yeah, but you didn't have a majority of them contesting. So therefore, those certifications went through. They were certified at the state level. It's simply nuance at that point. The vote was already cast. So even if you had Republicans who were saying, well, I'm challenging, it doesn't matter. You don't have enough of those votes to overturn the majority. And that majority decision was already made. And if you bring in electors there that are representing the state, they are supposed to go ahead and cast their vote based upon what the state requested. Now, all the time you have, especially like this happened in 2016, there were people there on the electors, the representatives, the delegates. They voted for Hillary Clinton. And it always happens. Like you'll see the votes that come in, 370 some odd or 200 and some odd are for this person. Then you'll see off-branded votes, which some people actually vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016. Some of them did, but it wasn't enough to overturn the election for Donald Trump. But people were saying that in 16 before the count. Well, if enough of them go ahead and vote for Hillary and overturn their vote, Donald Trump won't be president. They did the same bullshit in 2020 and they tried it. But it happens in every election. And it was just, it's stupid. Every election has had people stray from what the delegates are supposed to do. It happens all the time. But it's never, I think 72 voted for Hillary Clinton and went off of what they were supposed to do based upon their states. And that's not a majority. And it still upholds the election for Donald Trump. Because if you take those 72 and even if you remove them, you still aren't going to go ahead and reach the required number, which I believe in 2016 was 272. Can you look up what was the electoral total? 270? 2016, what was the electoral votes needed for president?
2017 or
2016. I think it was 270 votes. So when people say Mike Pence is an asshole, why? Why is he an asshole? He handled 2 debates in 16 and 20 where he crushed the opponents. He absolutely destroyed Timo Kano, the El Senoro. He waxed Kamala Harris. He ran the COVID run for him for 3 months straight, was out there shoulder to shoulder with the president. He stood by him during Grab Him by the Pussy. Every time anything came up, Mike Pence spoke no ill of Donald Trump.
270.
Right, 270 electoral votes in 2016. So what did Mike Pence do besides finally saying, when Donald Trump threw him under the bus for nothing but loyalty? I disagree with you that Mike Pence is an asshole. I don't like Mike Pence. I don't like his politics. I think he's a religious zealot. I think he is an old school Tea Partier who has a lot of traits that the Republican Party have ran away from. But I don't think he was a bad vice president. I don't think he's an asshole at all. I think that's stupid. Did you notice how fucking Donald Trump tried to kiss his ass during this last one? Yeah. Mike Pence is a good guy. Good guy. He made a mistake. I don't agree with him, but he's a good guy. Well, it's not what he was saying for 2.5 years. Why is he saying it now? Well, there's some court cases in Georgia that are coming up that he was privy to, and he probably doesn't want Mike Pence saying the things that Mike Pence would say. Chess, not checkers. Michelle says not voting for a woman. Meh. That's fine. I like Jim Jordan. Is that wrong? No, I like Jim Jordan too. He just has no business being on the ticket. Go look at the bills they voted for against and the ones they didn't vote at all. You will find out a ton. Melanie, who are you talking to? Me? I've said this so many times. When Trump was president, I felt secure and protected. I slept well at night. Unfortunately, it only lasted 4 short years, like many Americans are now frightened. Yeah. I didn't like Pence to begin with. I don't know. He got him the Christian vote. There's a reason why Donald Trump won the presidency, and a lot has to do with Mike Pence Christians vote. Sorry. Christians were not happy with him with the grab him by the pussy comment. He lost that Christian vote big time. He had, 27 major religious leaders reverse their endorsement for him? Yeah, sorry. You don't have to like Mike Pence. I don't care. Politically, he was advantageous for Donald Trump and helped Donald Trump for 4 years. I liking him is immaterial. That's an emotional feeling. I want fact.
I don't like Trump as a person, but I voted for him. I thought he was a great president.
Yeah. Matt, they did alter the Constitution under the pandemic. I believe this was one huge point that was agreed upon even in CNN's town hall. Well, I'm the one that's been saying that for 2.5 years. I'm the only one that's been saying that. So, Christine, you're not going to... Is it Christine with an E or Kristen?
Where?
See, Chris and then T-I-N-E. That's Christine.
It's Christine.
You talk to me like I'm stupid. I have a fucking problem with that.
No, I'm not. You said
You're like, it's Christine.
No, I said it's Christine.
That's not the way you said it. You said it like you always say it, like, oh my God, how dumb are you that you don't know this?
I think you're looking way too much into it.
I think that you think that I think pi isn't real. I think Pence was a great vice president. Don't give me that look. I can never do that. Christine and Kristen always.
I understand that.
What's the other one that I always screw up on? It's Kristen and Christine, and then there's another one. Kathleen and Caitlin.
Really?
Oh yeah, I screw that up all the time. Like my grandma. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, I'm horrible with that. I think Pence was a great vice president, very loyal, but I wouldn't vote for him as president, but not because of what Trump said. I just never really liked him as a person. Right. I think nobody really likes Mike Pence, but he was a hell of a VP. I don't know. Matt, do you think Jim Jordan would make a good vice? No. We need Jordan exactly where he is. Yes. Jordan does a great job. Love Jim Jordan, and he's truly devoted Christian. I don't trust anyone that the Democrats have not gone after. Makes me nervous. Well, yeah, but sometimes you don't go after people because if you do, you're just going to elevate them in the public eye. People don't appreciate negative attacks. I don't care what Leaf fans say. They were going to lose that series all along. The fact that they won one game, they should be happy. They should be happy. If people are going to be, don't get mad at Olivia for Chris or Kristen. I bet they're going to say that. It's like, dude,
I already have a defense.
We're screwing around. Shut the fuck up, people.
No, Kristen just said I was putting the emphasis on the "een" so you would know, which I was.
Whatever. People lighten up. My wife and I have an amazing relationship. We don't need your fucking counseling. Shut up. Olivia was putting emphasis on the "een." Listen, Christine, MC. It's Kristen. I get her name right usually. I always screw it up. I don't know why. Olivia is right. Shut up, Karen. Don't be a Karen. Eschenbach. That's a good name. It's a strong name. Somebody's writing something. Christine's going, fuck you, Matt. Watch.
No, it's Amber.
What's Amber saying?
She's the one who wants business cards.
Oh.
I told her to PM me.
Y'all do this just for the makeup sex. There it is. See, Jared knows what we're picking up, what we're putting down. No pie for you tonight, Matt. Yeah, whatever. You know what I got to do? That's it. That's all I got to do. Like a living, I'm so tired. I'm like, well, hold on a second. Let me just go ahead and go. And she's like, I'm in the mood. I love the marriage bantering. We do it all the time. I mean, people are like, come on, Matt, be nice to her. You know what you know what you fuckers never say? Hey, Olivia, be nice to Matt. So apparently you always screw up on the definition of pie. Yeah. Lost your other response, but saw it before I messed up. Laughed my fucking ass off. Matt, I have much respect for Pence. You should, because Pence did a great job as VP. He's probably one of the best VPs that we've had in the last 25 years. I never said Pence didn't do his job as VP. I just don't like him. Okay, that's fine. Good. Good, but you said he was, you said he was an asshole, right? Krista? Who said he was an asshole?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I couldn't see the comment. So, Uncle Stumpy from Rumble said,
Hold on a second. Wait. Don't, I'm looking at something up. And then we'll do it. Pence is an a-hole. Yeah, you called him an asshole. That doesn't mean you don't like him. You think he's an asshole. There's a big difference. What did Uncle Stumpy say?
He said when everyone was putting names for vice president, he said Stormy Daniels. That's a big joke.
Dude, let me just tell you something about Stormy fucking Daniels. If you have not went on her Twitter page, you need to do it. She is smart as fuck.
Is she?
Oh, yeah, dude.
She acted like a total freaking bimbo.
She is fucking wicked quick. Wicked quick. Like, dude, yeah, people will hammer her. And she is, I'm not kidding. I'm being dead serious.
What are you doing following a porn star Twitter, young man?
Anyway, so Stormy Daniels, well, because she's political, and
I'm just joking.
I'm just letting you know.
Shit about anything?
Oh
like
my
that?
God, I'm just saying. But no, she's wicked smart. Like, people come up and they're like, "You're a fucking whore," and she's like, "What gave it away? That I take money for sex?" You know, and you're just like, whoa, you know, and she'll just be, some people go up and they go, oh, the fact that you fuck Donald Trump and he's a big white blobbing mass and he's disgusting. She goes, yeah, I'll do it for you too for $150. I mean, she just hammers people and they're like, where do you come from? She's so self-deprecating and she just bags on herself, but she does it in a way that makes you look stupid. She's very smart. I don't like her at all, but I appreciate anyone who's that quick, right? I mean, there was times I didn't like Bill Maher, but I always appreciated how quick he was, right? When he had the Trump derangement syndrome, I told people, I said, he'll come out of this. He'll be he's a liberal. I'm like, no, he's not. Actually, fucking Maher is more conservative than you know. Give him a chance. And now everyone's like, oh, I love Bill Maher. I love how he's come to the other side. Folks, he never left. He just hated Trump. But Stormy Daniels, yeah, she's a money-grubbing whore. There's no doubt. And I mean that with all the sincerity in my heart in the kindest way possible. But she's fucking smart. If you don't believe me, go watch her Twitter page and you'll laugh. And you just clear your mind that she, is money hungry and Michael Avenatti and all this other bullshit. That's fine. Just go read her page. It's actually quite funny.
I wonder if her and Avenatti fucked. Just out of curiosity.
Come on. Please, because she had such, qualifying bank accounts and stock options that she couldn't pay him in anything other than giving him head. Yeah. Look at Michael Avenatti. He's a twerp. He's in jail. Trump and Tucker Carlson. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. It's not a wet dream. I would not want Donald Trump and Tucker Carlson as president. No fucking way.
Tucker Carlson's not a politician.
Tucker Carlson can you imagine him doing foreign policy? No. Tucker Carlson is a very intelligent, extremely strong TV personality. He's not a politician. Stormy is very smart. Just go, I'm telling you, go follow her page. It's a fucking riot. I love her page. I laugh at her shit all the time because she's just so, here, let's go look at it together.
Okay.
And then we got to go because I
am so hungry right now.
Dude, don't even get me started. I would eat the ass end out of a rhino.
You're a dick.
I'm not a dick.
The look you just gave me?
It was a joke. It was a joke. Lighten up. Have a personality for once.
Have a personality for once?
This profile is not me. If you're on Facebook, please report it. Oh.
Nice pick up top.
Okay, so like this person comes in there and goes, you also get paid to lie. And she goes, and kneel, and bend over, and straddle. I'm versatile.
That's funny.
This guy goes, having sex is not work. At least it was not designed that way. That is like saying shit is meant to eat. And Stormy says, clearly you've never done reverse cowgirl on a rock in the desert in 100 degrees for 3 hours. And I wish someone would explain the second part to my dog. Guy says, you get money to be a whore. And she says, well, no one works for free.
Wow. That's funny.
She goes, let's see, what else? She goes, oh, getting slammed by thousands of men has also made your whole week. And she says, tell us how you know nothing about vaginas without telling us you know nothing about vaginas. She's quick, man. You got to she's got this whore thing down. And you know what? If you're going to be a whore, my dad told me this. If you're going to be a ditch digger, be the best ditch digger you can be. If you're going to be a businessman, be the best businessman you can be. And obviously Stormy had the same type of father that I did. If you're going to be a whore, be the smartest type of whore that you can be. Good for her. All right, folks. I love you guys. How about a nice cow pie? That's something different than where I come from. Olivia, any last words for tonight? It was great. It was a fun night tonight. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was relaxing.
Kristen's last comment. I don't know if it's got hidden meaning, but
well, don't say that. Don't repeat that, Kristen. Nope, we're not repeating that one. No. I don't want to think about that. No. Let's just no. There's some things you don't cross. That's one of them. Let's just leave that part alone. That's my specialty and that's my gift. So we're going to say no more. Olivia, you look beautiful tonight. I love having you on the show. We missed Leroy and Amy. Folks, I will have part 2 of my reaction video of the Donald Trump town hall. I did part 1 tonight. If you haven't, it's an hour. 30 minutes is the part 1. Part 2 will be up tomorrow after the ball game. So please go and watch that. Give it a shot. Go give it a like, share, and subscribe. Stop on by the Dumb Show if you don't mind. Pick yourself up a cool red shirt, a hat, some coffee. Olivia and I are starving, and we are going to go eat. Thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show, and we will go out like we always go out with the Veteran Crisis Hotline, and also we'll be back Monday. Right? Is that it?
Got to do it one more time.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. The movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be.
There it is.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. The movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
I'm going to shock the shit out of everybody. I warned you about AI. I told you that AI was convincing. Are you ready? That voice is AI generated. I wrote the script. I put it in a system, and that is 100% artificial voice. It's not real. It's not a real person, and it's all AI done.
Oh, the scary thing that you showed me a few nights ago is AI, somebody in AI has Kurt Cobain singing a bunch of songs that came out after he died.
So, yeah, like they're doing Vaseline.
Maybe Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun, Garbage, Metallica, Wherever We May Roam. And they took Kurt Cobain's voice and had him sing all those songs. And I swear to God, it sounds like Nirvana. So listen to this one more time. Olivia, play the audio.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. The movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
So the crazy thing is I can pick pitch, what word they emphasize. It took me like 12 seconds. And AI, just like that. It's getting scary. But you know what? I needed a voiceover. And I didn't want to do my own voiceover work because it's kind of ostentatious. So I used an AI voice. It cost me $0. It's pretty cool. All right, folks, we're Audi 5000. Hey, Saturday, take a look. We'll have the part 2 out. And then we love you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I'm David Boreanaz with the Cast of SEAL team. And we have an important message for returning vets.
We want you to know if you're struggling to cope, there's help and it's just a phone call away.
The Veterans Crisis Line is staffed with experienced professionals who know your struggles.
There's no greater sacrifice in service to our country. We're able to enjoy our freedoms because of it.
Your service is important, You are important.
For vets and their families, the Veterans Crisis Line is here to help 24 hours a day. Please call